John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing.
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, Bad News Bubba. Happy Wednesday morning to you, February 4th. Let's talk some sports and some other things. Cody Mack, what's up, dog?
Hello. What's up? Good morning.
What's up?
What's up? It's good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Beautiful day. Not really. Here in our fair city, it is gray with snow showers on the horizon, I think. So nothing serious, I don't think. But it is Wednesday, February 4th. That's how you read that. Yeah. 2 months from my birthday. I'll finally be 25. It's a big day. 2 months away. And less than 2 months away for your birthday.
That's right.
Yours is 1 month and 4 days from now.
No one starts thinking about my birthday sooner than you do.
Yeah. Well, we've got...
Every year, Cody wants to do a countdown. He wants to make sure that I know that my birthday is coming up, and it's nice.
You will be hitting the big 4-0.
I usually wait till the week of, and Cody's already counting down a month and 4 days away. I appreciate it. It's nice to be
4-0, finally. You have big plans for such a big birthday, huh?
Well, I don't know about big plans because last year I tried to do something, and nobody in here, nobody I work with, none of my friends wanted to come. So,
well,
I don't know if I'll do anything big this year or not.
I can tell you with certainty that this year I will be present for your birthday.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to do anything. So,
okay.
Because it was lonely last year.
Yeah, they get that way, don't they?
Having to scramble to find people to hang out with. So, this year I'm just going to stay on the couch.
Well, I tell you, when my last birthday,
this is such feminine behavior for us to be talking about our birthdays that are 2 months away. 2 months and a month away.
It's not that feminine. It's going to be a lot more feminine when I bring in my iced vanilla latte here in a few minutes. But it's I think my 31st was maybe my most depressing one. That was the one where we went to the Mexican place. Remember that? I mean, it was a good time. I'm not saying I was depressed on my birthday, but just the fact that, like you were saying last year, nobody wanted to hang out with you. Like
your 31st, only
you were the only one.
Your 31st, you were stuck with me. Well, that's good.
Well, no, it's a compliment.
Depressed you didn't want to hang out with me, and you're depressed that you had to hang out with me. That's great.
That's not what I mean.
That's fantastic.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm giving you thanks for at least you were like, oh, at least I can hang out with Cody, so he won't be alone on his birthday.
Yeah,
it was a nice gesture.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, nobody else wanted to. You were the only one, and I feel like you and we had a good time. We went and saw the Jamaican music.
I thought it was a great time.
Yeah,
it wasn't my birthday, but I had a good time.
We saw a nice reggae band. I mean, it was a good time. But what I mean is that nobody else wanted to hang out with me on that day.
You were stuck with me,
which kind of made me sad that nobody else wanted to hang out.
Sam, do you have any birthday thoughts? I know yours is kind of middle of March, so you got your countdown on yet?
I haven't thought about my birthday once. No.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
March 31st.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
you're right, sandwiched right between us. So you're an Aries too.
Sure.
Makes sense. We're both very passionate guys. We shoot that Cupid's arrow. Bubba, when's your birthday?
April.
Really?
Yep.
What day?
20th.
I'll be damned. How about that? All four of us within almost a month and a half.
Yeah, but I'm not an Aries. I'm a Pisces.
Yeah,
I'm a Taurus.
that's the bull.
That checks out.
Well, I could say you're a Leo and say that checks out.
I'm not a Leo though. So like
Those words mean nothing.
So you
to me,
couldn't
John.
say that. You couldn't say, "Oh, you're a Leo." That
I
checks
can
out.
say whatever I want to.
I guess literally you are right. You can, as you guys proved yesterday. You can just make up stuff despite what the internet says. Just say it, whatever. But I'm not a Leo.
It's a new day.
I'm a Pisces. I don't know what it means.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I won't be here for my birthday, probably.
Whoa. What do you mean by that?
I think that might be when we try to go to California,
Oh, nice.
if that's possible.
The over
Again, but I don't know.
The AI overview says that a Pisces in 2026, a year of balancing dreams with reality, marked by significant personal growth, heightened romance, and important relationship turning points. Damn.
Wow. It's going to be a big year.
So basically it's saying, hey, quit doing the radio, moron. Give up on your dreams and face reality.
Yeah.
And settle down.
Get a real job.
Be a family man. That's what it's telling me to do.
I mean, two different websites tell me two different things about being a Taurus. So,
Well, that checks out with you, Bubba, because you just go whichever way the wind blows.
They just predict your year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always accurate, too.
Yeah.
It's spot on.
Once you see it, you have to like go towards that destiny.
Yeah, it's right on the money.
Yeah.
Can you check Aries?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't want this.
Jared Leto.
I don't want this getting into my algorithm or my cookies.
The late night host?
Your cookies.
Yeah. Your cookies.
I like cookies.
I want some cookies.
Starbucks has good cookies. They warm up the chocolate chip one for you. It probably costs like $4, but still a good cookie.
Good night last night?
I watched the basketball game.
Yeah. How about the boys? Big Nate Ament. Second half Nate, that's what they call him.
He's so good.
He don't really care too much about the first half.
Some are saying garbage time, Nate.
No, they're calling winning time Nate.
I'm pretty sure we scored like 60 points in the second half.
They're calling him winning time Nate, Bubba. Garbage time Nate. What
I think you're right, Cody. It's like 58 to like 47 or something like that for the second half.
That's a lot for one half.
26 in the first half was not a lot.
No, yeah.
But no, 58 is good. Imagine having the team total over or the over last night just in the game. You thought you were cooked at halftime.
My buddy lives in North Carolina, and so they can do player props, and he was sending me stuff pregame, and he was like, can you help me make a parlay? And I was like, go ahead and parlay Nate Ament points and rebounds over 26.5.
I bet he was mad at you at halftime.
Yeah, he was like, dude, what the hell are you giving me? And then I was like, just trust. Like he's normally hot in the second half. And then we smashed it.
Boy, was he hot in the second half. Boy, was he. So you watched the game, Sam. You watched the game. Bubba, did you do anything?
I was at the game.
You went to the game.
Yep.
You were feeding the floor?
I think that's dead.
No more feeding the floor?
Stir the Pearl was the most lifeless man I think I've ever seen.
He's been beaten down.
And it kind of made me sad a little bit.
Oh, no. Wonder if he's got something going on in his personal life.
All he did was just stand there. He didn't get up. He didn't surround. They didn't even have him on the microphone leading the VOLS spell out chant.
Any idea?
That's some cheerleader guy doing it.
Any idea what his zodiac sign is? I need to check to see what's happening in his year so far.
We could probably find his birthday.
Yeah, he may be during he may have a dark moon right now.
Yeah.
I know Bob was that was probably his favorite game of the year then if Sterl the Pearl was down.
Bob stay seated.
Bob hates him some Sterl.
Son of a gun.
Even during the swag surf, he wasn't out there.
Was he at the game? Did we see
Yeah,
him?
he was down there at his little table.
Yeah?
He just wasn't active, wasn't moving around.
Maybe didn't feel like it.
You should have gone down there, Bubba. Been like, Sterl, you good, brother?
I wonder if he was boycotting.
Mind your own business.
Or if he just, they were using this game to start training some other people to do some stuff.
Pearlgate.
Or what? Yeah, Pearlgate. It was just a barbecue.
Aaron Kraft. I think maybe he was just protesting the. Did you notice the second half versus the first half? He may have been protesting the first half.
It was consistent all throughout.
Wasn't much to cheer about in the first half. Yeah, maybe he was doing that, like Cody said.
Yeah, nothing to really get up and dance about. Rick Barnes said on the radio, I like listening to Mike Keith's post-game radio broadcast. Not as much of a fan as during the game, but I like the post-game. By the way, Lofton's going to be on it for the rest of the year because John Wilkerson's going to do baseball.
All right.
But Barnes was saying that if he were still a basketball coach or if he was a football coach, they'd be running the wing tee, which I thought was funny because they were. I guess that was after Saturday's game. He was talking about how he's old school, and they asked him something about I don't know, getting down in the mud or whatever, and he said, "Heck, Mike, if I was a football coach, we'd be out there running the wing tee." Well, I got a chuckle out of that. Barnes has some humorous quips. He's kind of a humorous guy.
I wonder if he was sad too, like Stroll the Pearl after he said the gambling thing on Saturday night. I wonder if he was just down in the dumps the last couple of days.
What did he say?
Basically, that his players are so sloppy with the basketball that sometimes he wonders if they're gambling. And he's like, I shouldn't have said that.
It was the funniest video ever. He puts his hands in his face. He's like, oh, God, I shouldn't have said that. Cut that. Delete that, please.
And then, of course, it gets out. It's been a talking point.
What do y'all got, the under? First half under or what?
Yeah, that's what I would have said last night. You going to make any shots?
Yeah, maybe they do. Hey, as long as they still win, I'm good.
Yeah, if they're betting on themselves to win, that's fine with me. I want some boys with some skin in the game. It's just whenever they're betting to lose, which is easier to control. That's when they got a problem with it. But yeah, tell me the boys they put a future bet on themselves to get to the Final Four. Let's ride. That would make me much more invested in this season. Let's do it, boys.
I watched a video last night of, remember Luka Garza over at Iowa?
Yeah.
He was
Boston Celtic.
He was just 100% sure on some conspiracy that Michigan State was running where they made the first half visitor rim just so much harder to shoot on. He's like, I swear you had to swish everything. And so that every Michigan State team would get down at half. And then when the visiting team would have to go shoot on that bucket in the second half, they wouldn't be able to make anything. And then Michigan State would just come back in the second half every time.
Interesting.
He was like, every single time we went over there and played, it was the exact same outcome. Leading at half and you lose the game.
Interesting.
It'd be a nice trend to look and see if it actually checks out. Izzo does seem kind of slimy. Like he would just look at that as gamesmanship.
They just got one janky rim.
Yeah, just tighten one down all the way.
We'll dive into the game coming up after the break. We'll get into it. Tennessee, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. That's right. They're streaking. Vibes are high. The win total in the SEC getting higher. We'll dive into it. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today. and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today. Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet. Bubba, Mr. Bob Baskerville has weighed in, and he says that you need to be careful because he says Sterl the Pearl was not there yesterday, and that the person that you said was Sterl the Pearl was not Sterl the Pearl. He said, be careful.
Brother, from row 30 up in 318, it looked like Sterl.
See, that's what let this be a lesson. This is a callback. This is what the P team does wrong. This is what happened in trivia yesterday, and this is what you do. You said it was Sterl, and now, well, brother, I thought it was. Say that the first time then. Like, from where I was sitting, 30 rows in the upper deck in the nosebleeds, I think it was Sterl. I don't know. Instead of coming on and saying, no, it was Sterl. Trust me, I saw him. That's the problem the P team gets in. They speak in absolutes. Few things in life are absolute, Bubba.
So why wasn't he there?
I don't know. Maybe he's got something going on.
I guess so.
Hell, sometimes people need a night off. Sometimes people just need to relax.
Yeah.
Which it was nice getting. I got like 10 tweets like, hey, you're not doing voluntary reaction? I was like, well, do you see me saying I'm doing voluntary reaction? I didn't have a producer. I was going to do it. I was going to come in and do it by myself. I was going to just strap up and come take it old school like I used to back in 2015.
What is this, 1180?
Yeah, I was just going to answer the phone and do it all myself. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. The boss was even going to come produce for a little bit. He had offered. But then he texted me like at 7 o'clock, 6:40. He's like, hey, don't worry about getting back out in the weather. If you do something, just hop on Twitter Spaces. But I don't like doing Twitter Spaces, really. But also my headphones are dead, so I couldn't do Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, the weat's a great excuse this time of the year.
That reminds me, I need to order some new headphone chargers because I had my headphones on the charger for a whole day, and then I went tried to turn them on, and it was still dead. So apparently I need a new charger. But it was nice to see people want to talk about it on voluntary reaction, but alas, I was not here. I figured, hey, can I be here till 10:30? We'll just talk about it in the morning versus doing it by myself. And quite frankly, just to be fair, I didn't expect there to be a lot of interest after the game because I thought we would annihilate Ole Miss like they did. Now, with that being said, I understand that Nate Ament changed the math there whenever he played the way he did in the second half, and Tennessee scored, 58 points in the second half?
I believe so, yeah.
That gets people fired up and gets people to want to talk about it. So I do apologize for not being here by myself, pulling triple duty, but at the same time, we're here to talk about it now. So with that being said, times two, PSS, if you do want to talk about it, we will open the phone lines up this first hour, 865-966-3435 if you have a take you want to get off your chest. And PSSS, I did have plans at 6:30 to go, or 6 o'clock to go watch the new Rachel McAdams movie. So I went to it and watched the game on delay on DVR. So that also played a little bit into it. Great movie, though. I love Rachel McAdams. She just warms my heart.
Yeah.
It's just nice seeing her.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Great in this role, too, in this movie. As like a sweet, clumsy girl They somehow uglied her up. They successfully made you think
No,
that she
they
was,
didn't.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
I mean, she was still cute enough, but they made it seem like, yeah, this girl's a loser, and then boom, she's out on this island and just glowing.
She could have
Just
3
beautiful.
horns coming out of her forehead, and she'd still be pretty to me.
Yeah. Good movie, though. But yeah, we'll open the phone lines up if you do want to talk about it. We'll take your comments in the YouTube chat. Hell, even tweet us if you want to.
Sure.
Shout out to the freaks. But Tennessee, 4th win in a row, ugly first half, beautiful second half. Nate Ament dominates the second half. Cody, what were your thoughts?
Well, he's the best player on the floor.
Yep.
And it goes back to a conversation that he and Rick Barnes had about Roger Federer and the way that he plays tennis. Have you heard about this?
No.
Well, Barnes, I guess, went to a seminar or something one time. I don't know exactly the details. I caught this in passing. But basically, Roger Federer was the speaker, and I guess Barnes talked to him and whatever. But he was talking about how in his tennis matches that if you look all time, he's won like 82% of his matches or something like that. Really good number. But in terms of his points won, he's only at like 54%.
Yeah.
And so basically he was just talking about how it's not about every shot. It's a snap and clear mentality. You basically got to move on to the next one.
Is that what that means? Is
no
that what
matter
Barnes
what.
took it?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Somehow or another, this was relayed to Nate Ament.
It wasn't about – because, like, to me, and knowing a little bit about tennis and knowing a little bit about Roger Federer, to me, that's more about picking your spots, which I do think Nate Ament has kind of gotten better at over the last couple of games, too, of just picking his spots. For example, hey, the game, let it come to us, and we'll take over the second half, and we'll pick our spot, and we'll save our energy for that. Because Federer was notorious for winning a set and then like, hey, I'm going to kind of coast here, not really worry about it. You can have your setback. I'll win a marathon match. Whereas someone like Nadal, for example, was a grinder that was just out there living and dying with every play. That was a difference in them. Whereas Federer was kind of like, hey, I'm going to strategically
use your energy where you need to use it.
Right. I'm going to conserve some energy.
The point of that video it might be, John, but like that video that Federer was, it was from some like graduation or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But it was just him saying, like, you can't get attached to the good or the bad, basically.
Don't get too high, too low. Just play. Keep going.
Just like, you're going to win at one point, but then you're going to go lose the next, and you can't let the point that you lost affect it, or you can't get too high from winning a point type of thing. Just staying even-keeled.
It's a great graduation speech. Now, again, I don't know if he was doing the actual, like, representing his psychology during the match, but it was good. It was a good match, and Nate Ament does need to stay balanced and just keep playing. And not let one bad shot spiral. Now, on the flip side, it did seem like he let one good shot avalanche because as soon as he made his first bucket, he was off to the races. He was dominant in that second half.
Yeah, and that's typically not an easy team to score on. That's another thing Barnes was talking about.
That team stinks, though.
Yeah, I mean, this particular team does.
Yeah.
But,
Chris Beard ought to be ashamed of himself for the way he acted. Like, I get it, protect your team, whatever, but also have a little self-awareness, brother.
That was absolutely wild. I could see why he would strangle his wife, allegedly or not, with the mugshot. Because that man just going off court and then just running all the way back. It's like, what is going on?
That was performative. He ran back to try to fire up the team. Like, have a little self-awareness. If people think of you as an abuser and a hothead, maybe don't do that, or maybe do it before the game is over. Like, it was all performative. You did it with you're down 16 with like 7 minutes left. Like, you guys weren't coming back.
I was kind of rooting for those police officers to tackle him on the court when
just
he ran
tase
back.
him.
Yeah.
I think the police officers would have gotten away with it. It's like, hey, he's got a history. I don't know how he is. Like, we wanted to.
He's a threat.
We wanted to subdue. We wanted to neutralize the threat. He has a checkered past. He has a violent criminal history.
Can you imagine if he got tased on the court?
And then it was almost like Rick Barnes wanted to rub it in a little bit on Chris Beard, his buddy, because of he had the starters in at the end of the game. I don't know if he was trying to send a message there or was just trying to get the boys to finish strong. Maybe if you're Rick Barnes, you're like, hey, nope, we played the whole time because we let the game get away from us against Kentucky, and we have been practicing, finishing, and playing for all 40 minutes now.
Well, that's the lesson this week, especially when you look at our next game being at Rupp, because Barnes said, if we don't go play for 40 minutes, we're we're not going to have a chance. So that's definitely the message to the team is you got to play 40 minutes if you're going to have a chance to win in Rupp.
Well, I like that if that is the message.
That's the message.
And
He
Bishop
said it last night.
Bishop Boswell after the game said, what they learned in the first game, what they're taking into the second game against Kentucky. He just said, finish the job. Basically, like, yeah, we're better than them. We had them. We'll just finish it.
It'd be
all 40 minutes.
Be interesting to see how that one goes in Rupp. I'm excited for that game. You've come around. This team's kind of found its groove a little bit, and they're sitting at 16-6, and this is a big game because you're now 6-3 in the standings. You're still in contention to win this league. I mean, you're not out of it. So
still not dominant by any means. You didn't dominate Auburn, but you did enough. For 20 minutes last night, Ole Miss played you neck and neck.
For the other 20, you're pretty dominant.
Yep. For the other 20, you're pretty dominant. And overall, you look, 84-66, sign it up, easy cover. Everybody played well. But, this team, I hope they know. And look, Rick Barnes is obviously a great coach, and it does seem like Rick Barnes is hammering this home. But, I hope they know, you're not good enough to show up and coast. Kind of like what happened to the Lady Vols last week against Mississippi State, and Kim Caldwell was like, well, they beat them once. So they showed up and thought they would beat them again. So they didn't really practice hard and play hard, and they didn't take it seriously. Now, in this situation against Kentucky on Saturday, obviously Tennessee lost that game. But I just mean in general.
I'd be pretty surprised if Tennessee came out and wasn't and was just going through the motions against Kentucky this time.
Yeah, it's another one of those challenge games. You had one against Alabama. Now, there was more on the line there in that game in terms of the season being on the brink. You can afford a loss to Kentucky on Saturday and still be in an okay position. It's a little bit different dropping to 6-4 in the SEC versus, you'd have been 2-4 in the SEC had you lost to Alabama. So, I don't want to say the stakes are the same, but it's another one of those prove-it games because Cody's right. You should be fully focused and motivated in this game. They sound fully focused and motivated in this game when they talk about it after last night. Like they want to go up there, they want to get their lick back.
Yeah, it should be personal. I mean, everybody remembers what happened when they came into your building. You should have never lost that game. You did. I mean, to get one back on them, and they're hot right now too. Kind of like us. We've won 5 of our last 6. They've won, I think, 6 of their last 7. So it'll be 2 pretty hot teams going at it.
Bubba, anything from the game? Being in attendance that you noticed? How was the crowd?
Average. Wasn't a sellout, but I didn't expect it to be. I still feel, even though Jay Pistrella, with points and rebounds, I just still think he lacks physicality in situations. I want to say at some point in the second half, granted there's 3 guys in the paint, but I think he just tried to do a quick little spin, fadeaway, hook shot that he does instead of trying to really drive in that shoulder. Bishop Boswell, elite glue guy.
He is an elite glue guy. He has turned the corner, and I feel good about Bishop Boswell now. I think he is solid when he plays aggressive, and it seems like he is starting to play with some aggression and confidence and kind of sustain that. I said it once, I said it twice, I'll keep saying it. If he plays good, Tennessee's a really good basketball team, and he is on a streak of playing good, really, for 4 straight games. And I do think there's, correlation, causation, all those things. And if you're giving out, pieces of credits, Nate Ament probably gets the biggest slice, but Bishop Boswell, to me, probably the second biggest. I think he's been more important than, most of these other players, maybe any of these players on a consistent night in, night out basis, giving you 8, 13, 7, 10, and including, going out and grabbing 5, 10, 8 rebounds. And then last night dishing out 5 assists as well to go with it.
Yeah, he's coming along. That's been an important part of this run for sure. Barnes was talking about after the game too, how close of a team this is, how tight-knit they are.
That's good.
And yeah, it was good to hear that just because they were kind of thrown together in the offseason. You didn't have a lot of continuous pieces on this team.
Yeah.
So to hear that was refreshing.
And the ecosystem, your two best players are two new players. Those are your highest two paid players. So like it would be easy for this team to not like each other, but it's good that Barnes is saying that they are tightly knit. That's good.
Yeah.
How many turnovers did we end up having?
We ended
8.
up
It felt like there
8.
wasn't a lot.
Season low, 8.
Yeah.
Look at Cody, the stat man.
I listened to the post game with Mike Keith and Rick Barnes.
17 offensive rebounds, another really good performance there. You had more offensive rebounds than Ole Miss had defensive rebounds. So when you look at the offensive rebound percentage, was it 43%, I believe, coming out of the Georgia game? And we talked about how that was the highest, since it was the fourth highest this century. There was like a Michigan State team, I want to say a Georgetown team, and some, I want to say mid-major.
In terms of what? How we out-rebounded Georgia?
Well, offensive rebound percentage.
Okay.
So you basically take the total number of rebounds and you divide it by your number of offensive rebounds. So how many of the available rebounds when you shot did you get? And like 40% is like an elite number. Last night, there were 33 potential rebounds on Tennessee shots, and we got 17 of them, which means that's more than half. So our historic clip, we have, exceeded the last two games, I believe. So that percentage has gone even higher.
Another thing that Rick Barnes said last night is our offensive rebounding is our best offense.
It is.
He said, but you've got to shoot to make that happen. He said, so sometimes he gets frustrated because we're not shooting the ball.
Well,
he says, when you shoot, you get those offensive rebounds, and that's our best offense.
That's funny because, a big part of the meat of the Bishop Boswell conversation is just, being willing to shoot sometimes, brother.
He's probably talking about Boswell.
And him going 1 of 4 from 3 last night might not make too many people excited, but I look at the 4 attempts and I say that's good. He's got confidence to shoot them. I'll take 1 of 4 from you if you do other things well. And one of the biggest plays early in the second half, and a play that I thought that jump-started the team, was a missed shot, a long rebound. Nate Ament gets it, puts it back in. It's that little floater off the glass. That was a nice shot. Nate Ament got going a little bit on the offensive glass.
The top 4 teams in the country in terms of offensive rebounding percentage are us at 1, and then Florida, Arizona, and Illinois.
Do you have those actual percentages?
Yeah, we're at 44.3.
It's good company.
Where's Florida at?
43.2.
Okay, so they're having a really good offensive rebounding year too.
Tennessee and Florida are the 2 biggest outliers in the country. I saw like a rebounding graph, and Tennessee and Florida are just so far onto the right. It's crazy.
And Arizona's third. Where are they at?
40.2.
Okay.
Illinois at 39.4.
Okay.
I think we won the total number last night, like 40-23. Killed them on the glass.
Yeah, the stat I saw came from Max Barr, college basketball. He said there's still plenty of basketball to be played, but Tennessee currently has the 4th highest offensive rebound rate since 2000. The 2000/01 Michigan State Spartans, the 2000-2001 Georgetown Hoyas, and then 2011's Old Dominion.
That Michigan State team, is that the one that won a Natty, or was that the next year? They won it in 2000, I believe.
Then it would be the year after.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be
because they won
the team that came after.
Yeah,
I think they won it in 2000.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
who won in 2001? Would that have been like a Duke year?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Duke.
Maryland.
Duke beat Arizona in 01 and Maryland 102.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if that offensive rebounding team was the one that won the national championship. That would make you feel good, but it was the year.
Probably still a pretty good team.
Yeah. Michigan State was really good back then. But point being, Tennessee, when I say they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams ever, or at least of this century, the stats back it up. And that was 44.7%. And Sam, where's it at currently? Do you still have that number pulled up? You said it was at
44.3.
So it's gone down. That's surprising. I thought that would have gone up because I thought, I wonder if that's updated because we grabbed 17 of a potential 35 against Auburn, which is right under 50%. And then we just grabbed more than 50% against Ole Miss. So I thought that number would have been going up. But either way, point being, Tennessee elite at offensive rebounding. Rick Barnes says it's their best weapon. I do think it is. It's very demoralizing for another team too to get a stop, but not get the ball and to give up second chance points. That's demoralizing.
This team's coming along, man. They're showing they got some pretty good qualities about them.
I can hear it in Cody's voice. He's buying in.
Well, I've stayed optimistic.
He's fired up.
I never punted on this season.
No. I'm not trying to paint you that you did. I'm just saying I don't think you were excited about the team.
Well, there was a stretch there where I was like,
And I always say that, like, I want the casuals, the people that only want the good team, and I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just saying the football first people. We need them to buy into the basketball season for it to really take off. I feel like.
Well, I've just learned over the years, you just got to trust Rick Barnes, man.
Yep.
He's a damn good basketball coach, and he'll get the most out of them. I mean, they may not make the Final Four or win the national title or whatever, but he'll get what he needs to get out of them.
And a lot of people wanted to write Nate Ament off and write this basketball team off, but they didn't write back.
And I feel like this team has tendencies of, it's just things that travel. Like we talked so early in the season about, like, you were trying to replicate Houston and what they can do rebounding and being too, like, just more physical. And when we were struggling, that was something that, like, pissed our fan base off. But now it's something that you have a bad shooting night and you can still just recover because you're able to get so many rebounds and second chance points. It kind of feels like even if you don't have your A game, you're getting second chance points to where you can't really beat us with second or third tries.
Which it is funny because last night it was what you would consider a good shooting night, basically because of the second half, right? You scored 58 points. So you inflated your numbers, but like 45% of the field. Yeah, we'll take it. 9 of 24 from three. That's 38%. Hell yeah, you'll take that. Shout out to Jacoby Gillespie hitting 5 of 10. But then the free throw problem. The free throw goblin got you.
23 of 32?
Of 34. So 68%. It's like the free throw goblin got you last night.
I thought I remembered I almost remembered that whole box score correctly.
If you had shot in the upper, 70s or lower 80%, you could have had, even another 4 or 5 points there and been close to 90 points.
Another thing Barnes said was we're going to have to hit those free throws if we're going to miss the bunnies. He said we need to do at least one of them right.
Yep.
He said if you're going to miss all them bunnies, you need to make the free throws.
I'd say that's about accurate.
And Nate, he compliments to Ament for he got to the line. Barnes said it was a good number, the amount of times that he was able to get to the stripe.
Well, he got to the line 10 times.
Yeah.
But I want to say
if he can do that, that's a good night.
I want to say that, I don't know the final number he had, but, at about the 8 or 9 minute mark in the second half, Jimmy Dykes was like, this is the 7th foul. Nate Ament's drawn. So, like, the free throws, yeah, but he draws fouls even when he doesn't get free throws.
He's a problem for teams. I mean, the guy's 6'10".
Turns out a 6'10" 5-star NBA prospect. It turns out you don't give up on him in December or early January. You'll wait to see if he kind of figures it out. And, yeah, you're starting to see him figure it out. And that ceiling we're talking about, him being the best player on the team, him being, the best player in the SEC, him being a top 10 draft pick, him being all these special things still firmly on the table and maybe coming to fruition right in front of our eyes. We'll take your comments over in the YouTube chat. Make them good. We'll continue the conversation. We'll see if Bubba's got any bad news about the game. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. I'm happy to announce that our free stump grinding promotion for Fan Run Radio listeners is now extended to March 31st, 2026. If you've got trees in your yard that need to come down before they fall on your home, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes and mention you heard our ad on Fan Run Radio, and we'll get rid of that problem tree for you and grind those stumps for free. Call us at 865-384-2012 or check us out online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Let's talk about it. I miss Harambe02 says, to be fair, Russell said you'd do voluntary action on his halftime spaces. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I texted Russell, but maybe it was after halftime.
Who's Russell?
Russell Smith. Sorry, Harambe. And I do apologize for not doing it. But again, my usual producer Donovan, he's in the mid-state. They send him to the mid-state to try to restore power.
Oh, he's making big money right now.
I'd say he is, but he told me it's been a pretty miserable existence, like having to go over there and just deal with the craziness and the chaos.
I'm sure it is for $10,000 a week.
Not making excuses, but he's like, hey, I'm not going to be able to be there because I'm still in Nashville trying to get everybody's power back. And I said, hey, you're a hero, brother. You go and do that. You take care of it. No worries about not being here for our little radio show.
Those linemen can make a stupid amount of money.
Sure.
From what I've read.
Yeah.
And I haven't discussed this with Donovan personally, but from what I've read, like when in a power situation like that, they make crazy money.
If you're one of those people they have to pay to come into emergency places, yeah, you get a nice chunk of change, but you're also out there putting it on the line, literally. So, yeah, shout out to him. So, yeah, he couldn't be here. And then, like last week, it was me and William, and I produced. I let William host, and I just kind of answered the phones and chimed in. But he had an obligation to go. Him and his dad had plans. So I was like, yeah, just go hang out with your dad. It's fine.
Yeah.
So it just kind of is what it is. I kind of hinted at Sam, threw it out to him. Like, you guys can come in if you want, blah, blah. And neither one of them seemed eager about it. So I wasn't going to ask them to come give more hours. So, I was like, we'll talk about it at 8 a.m. Sorry, guys. We're good. We're here.
I'd love to help you sometime.
I didn't even ask.
Such a long drive for me to make.
I didn't even ask. It's fine. We're here.
I live out in the country.
I don't want to pile on another excuse, but then it's kind of like just talk sports again.
You're
going to just hear us say the same thing in the morning.
Yeah, no, I don't like doing it in the middle of the week with just the same people. Like with William last week, I didn't mind because he's got a different voice. He's a different show. Crossover. It was fun to do after an overtime win and everything. But, yeah, me and you coming in here and doing it and then just coming in here and doing it again would not have been great. So, I'm not mad about it. I'm good with it.
I want to hear Tim.
Good things come to those who wait.
I could have asked Tim, but hell, Tim moved too far away. He don't ever come in anymore.
Too, yeah.
I got my underwear around my ankles.
We're all around out in the country now. It's why would he have his underwear around his ankles?
You know what he's doing in that basement, Cody.
I got some ideas.
Buck writes in, the Vols won the game. Ament, Gillespie did their jobs. The supporting players were average. You can see Ament's confidence growing. Will he be here more than one season? He is a projected top 10 pick.
Yeah, another thing Buck said was I ain't never seen a cookie that I didn't like. What the heck's that supposed to mean, Buck? I'd like to know.
I was going to ignore that one because I thought it was ugly. And I do – well, you're pretty adventurous when you come to eating. So, I do imagine you probably would try pretty much any cookie.
I have had a lot of good cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I look at them like, I'm good. Like, if it's chocolate chip or, some chocolate, I'll take it. But some of the weird ones, I'm just like, I'm good.
Nah, there ain't no weird ones. A cookie's a cookie. But Buck's right. There ain't a cookie I ever seen I didn't like.
Like when Logan brings in the crumble cookies, even I look at them like some of them like that one's too crazy for me.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little crazy, but those crumble cookies, those are almost like cakes.
Sure.
I mean, those are a bit ridiculous. Love them. Thankful for them, of course, but some of them are crazy.
But to answer Buck's question, I do not think Nate Ament's going to be here longer than a year. I think his stock is being rehabilitated. I think the athleticism is being flashed a little bit more. I think the aggression, the strength. Now, is he strong enough to play in college basketball? Yeah, I think so. I think he's proving that. Is he strong enough to go play this type of game in the NBA and be a finished product? No, I don't. But I don't think that necessarily matters.
No, he'll grow into all that.
Right.
That's the benefit of drafting him young. He's got a lot of growing, a lot of learning to do. He's going to be a great player one day, though.
But to answer Buck's question, or at least to spin off of it a little bit, it's maybe not the same slam dunk it was. No pun intended. Not the same slam dunk it was whenever he was a top 5 projected pick to now being where he's at, kind of somewhere between 20 and 10 is kind of where he's been.
I saw him these days. Number 7 is what I saw. They showed a thing on ESPN.
Okay.
Now maybe that was just the freshmen that are out there right now. Like I guess there could be a couple of European guys in there or something,
Sure.
That I'm not considering. Maybe it's just guys playing college basketball, but they had him at number 7.
Okay.
That may be just among the freshmen.
But either way, he is rising back in the drafts. Like he is rehabbing the image hits that he had early on when he looked a little bit lost out there on a college basketball court.
There's still going to be some lumps. I mean, we're going to take some lumps here and there, and we'll still have a couple more games that'll make us question things. And, we very well may not win in Rupp on Saturday, but I just want to see them keep getting better and hit their stride in March. I mean, that's all you can ask for. Be ready when you get in that tournament. Be battle-tested and be prepared to win.
Now, a couple people, Cody, they want to know, weren't you calling for Rick Barnes to be fired last year? We didn't forget, buddy boy, writes in Milkman 300.
Well, you must have forgot, Milkman. You must have broken a couple of jars when you sat him down on the porch, because I never said Rick Barnes should be fired. You might be thinking of me saying Heupel should be fired. I probably said that, but what'd I do wrong?
Did you also say, quote, I'm out on this team this year?
No.
A couple weeks ago.
No.
That's what somebody else is throwing the allegation out there.
No, I never said that. I don't remember saying that.
What? So are you confident you didn't say it, or you just don't remember?
I'm pretty confident I did not say in those words, I'm out on this team. That doesn't seem like a thought I would have had.
If you were going to say it,
probably had some questions. I was probably like, this team.
If you did say it, when do you think it would be? If you were to say you were out on the team, probably like the Monday after the Kentucky game. If somebody wanted to go check the audio to see.
Yeah, I mean, you could check the tape. I don't think I would have said I'm out on this team in those words. I think I probably would have said something like, this basketball team, frustrating or something. I don't think I said I'm out on this team. I'm never out in January.
Sam, do you think it would have, if hypothetically
I might have
it
said
happens?
that maybe this team ain't got it. I mean, it doesn't seem like this team's got it. Might have been something I said.
The low point of the season when people were the most upset was probably after the Kentucky game, right?
I definitely did not say fire Rick Barnes. I would like to hear the audio of what I said, though.
I don't think you said fire Rick Barnes last year either, because last year we never really hit any lulls. We were good last year.
No,
we were number one in the country.
I said he was going to retire. I mistakenly said he was going to retire.
You did report that. Now, maybe that's the confusion. Maybe he remembers you reporting officially.
Now, if you want to say talking about
last year,
firing Rick Barnes, I may have made a comment some 3 to 4 years ago.
Sure.
At a low point.
I think it would have been completely fair to start talking about it after during the John Fulkerson COVID year.
Yeah,
it's the Oregon State year. I think
some low point, I might have said something.
The COVID year, and then 2021 with Springer and Johnson. Those were not fun. So I don't think you'd even be wrong to start talking about the succession plan at that point.
I am curious, though. What did I say after the Kentucky game? Because I feel like I might have said something like, just this team ain't got it. Like, I might have said something like that.
Sure. That sounds familiar.
I don't think I said I'm out on this team. Like, I'm going to keep watching the games. Like, to be out on the team would be – the only time I've ever been honestly out on a team is when I've told you this many times, the 2020 VOLS.
Oh, yeah.
That COVID team, halfway through the season, I said, I ain't watching no more.
I
don't
think you're
watching.
alone either.
I quit watching football. It's the only time I've ever done it. But other than that, I've never just been out. Like truly, like literally out on a team. No. Because to me, that means you quit watching, right? You're just like, I ain't doing this anymore.
No, yeah. Or you watch kind of just because it's your tradition, or it's just what you do in a social setting, but you don't really care.
I've had some Florida losses over the years that have hit me pretty.
Yeah.
That I've said, why do we even care about this? What's the point?
Now, Jared writes in, and I do think these are fair points. First of all, he says, go Hawks. He's a big Seattle Seahawks fan. Good luck to you, Jared.
He ain't playing.
I am rooting. Yeah, but it feels like you're playing. Your team's in a Super Bowl. I can relate. I have watched my team play in a Super Bowl. Now, I was 9, but I do remember the build-up being pretty crazy. I do remember trying to watch every little piece I could just to see people talk about it, to see if they thought the Titans had a chance. For some reason, though, the only person in the build-up I remember was Jay Leno and him talking about the game on the Thursday or Friday before. I remember Jay Leno saying Tennessee had a chance. But either way, he says go Hawks.
And how much did you weigh when you were 9?
About 120, I'd say. 125.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah, I was a husky kid.
You're a fat little thing, weren't you?
I don't know if I'd say I was a fat little thing.
At 125 pounds at age 9, I'd say it's pretty fat.
I mean, I was husky for sure.
Coming from a guy who would know.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, I feel like you probably would have been much more than that at age 9.
I was 95 in kindergarten. So I remember that.
I think if they looked at us side by side, they're more likely to say that you were the fat little thing.
Well, I was fat. I was also tall.
I bet you were tall.
I would contend.
You ain't been tall a day in your life.
The hell I haven't. I would contend that I was a lot taller than you at 9, because I was 5'10" by the time I was like.
Yeah.
I quit growing. Everybody caught me and passed.
That's
me.
Fun. I'm not going to
if you look at the pictures of me as a kid, I towered over my classmates.
I'm not going to argue about who the tallest person was whenever they were 9.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But I do remember them putting us in height order in class, and I was like the 4th tallest. So I mean, I was not short.
I was 120 pounds.
You were a fat little thing
in 2nd grade.
Jared had a point I was getting to.
Well, I'm thinking about other stuff now.
You used to be fat. We get it. You're still fat. We get it.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Sam, Jared wants to know, do you think that we're just
too.
hot right now, or is this level of play sustainable? Which I think is a fair question, because not to steal Bubba's bad news shtick, but I don't think this team's all of a sudden completely fixed. I do think there are still some things you're improving on. We're not a finished product still. So you do still need to get better. So I don't know how to answer that, though, in terms of it being hot or sustainable, because I feel like I would lean towards sustainable, because I do think Nate Ament's figured some stuff out, and that's a big thing that was missing early in the year.
I think it's pretty sustainable. I mean, we've always talked about get 40 to 45 out of Ament and Gillespie, and that feels like that's almost a guarantee right now with how those two are playing. I think the emergence of Boswell is huge, where he's a guy that's hovering around double digits a night. And, we were just talking about 3rd options and 4th options on this team. And I think when you get a guy like Boswell who can give you 8 to 12 in a night, and then you get JP going, or I feel confident that you're going to get a good night out of someone on that front court, whether it's JP, Carey, or Okpara.
Dwayne Brown too. Dwayne Brown's a better scorer than Okpara is.
Dwayne.
I'd like to see what the drop-off is defensively, but we haven't missed a beat really offensively at the center position. Dwayne is, as good, if not better offensively. He scored 10 points last night. He's active, a nice N1 in traffic. He's pretty stout.
I love watching Dwayne out there.
Jared, if we were relying on Boswell to score us 12 or 14 points a night, I would say it's hot and probably not sustainable. But the fact that, like we're really just asking for 7 or 8 points, and I think that just comes from more aggression from him, that gives me reason to think that, like, hey, he's turned a corner. Ament, like, is he going to have the huge shooting night that he had last night? The dominant second half that he had last night? No, probably not.
Seems like he's pretty reliable for 20.
And I think I said Dwayne had 10 points last night. I was looking at the Auburn box score. He had 10 points against Auburn. Last night he had 5.
Dwayne.
But, if you're asking Boswell to give a 7 to 10, that's not asking a lot. He should be able to do that just from an uptick in confidence and aggression. Again, Ament's not going to score 28 and be dominant in the second half, but, like, I do want to pencil in Nate Ament for 22 points a game or 20 points a game, anywhere from 18 to 22. I feel confident in him getting to every night now. And I think if you had just looked and gotten that version of Nate the entire season, you'd probably have a couple more wins. You know what I mean? If you'd gotten that version against Illinois, maybe a win. He scored 9 points and went 4 of 14.
Syracuse.
If you get that version against Syracuse, you win that game. He scored 11 points and went 2 of 10.
That was a tough one.
Kansas, he scored 20, went 5 of 15, so I won't say that about that game. But, like, I think he would be a difference maker in there. Hell, maybe even the Arkansas game goes a little different if he plays better.
Yeah, he didn't play very well at all against them.
He finished with 13 and only shot the ball 9 times. It was 5-11 from the free throw line. Yeah.
And turnovers.
Brent writes in that John always has to be right. That's not the case.
That is true.
That is not the case.
You do always have to be right.
And I understand the irony of me arguing about having to be right and
Clearly.
proving that I need to be right about not needing to be right. I understand the irony there, but that's not the case at all. I just want fairness.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you arguing about who was taller or fatter, and when I was 9 years old, I don't need to be right about that. I said I didn't care about it.
No, yeah, clearly you were shorter and fatter.
I don't think I was fatter, Cody.
You probably weren't fatter.
Yeah, I don't think I was fatter.
But I would definitely say I was taller.
Maybe.
Like I am now.
You probably were. You probably would have been 6'2", 6'3" if had you not pumped yourself full of steroids and stunted your growth. Like, it is possible that you stunted your growth with all your illegal drugs.
I think it's more so that my mom, for some reason, came out too short because her dad was like 6'1", and my grandma was like 5'7", and she's 5'3". I don't know why she came out so short.
That is tough.
Yeah, it is.
But just to clear the air, I do not need to be right all the time. That is not the case. Am I right most of the time? Sure, but I don't need to be. Hell, I got 3 trivia points yesterday.
That was a little passive-aggressive.
Wrong a lot. I was wrong a lot.
I know you're wrong a lot.
I mean, I was right about Nate Ament and not giving up on him.
Right.
I wasn't saying I'm out on the team like Cody did. Now he's trying to, gaslight
now
everybody.
You're gaslighting.
No, he's gaslighting the audience.
You're so predictable, these things you do, these tactics you use.
I'm not the one that said you were out on the team. That was a listener that said that, and you, apparently.
No, never said that. Now, did I say at one time maybe Nate ain't got it? I don't think I said that. I think I said he's young. He's going to have to learn.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Hey, VOLS fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go VOLS.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
What are you going over under 2.5 years?
On Queen Elizabeth? Under.
Yeah.
Under. Let's hammer that under.
Under 2.5?
Yeah.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
She does not reach her 96th birthday. Is that what we're going with?
I'm saying the Queen gets
Queen Elizabeth II will not reach her 96th birthday.
What if she just turned 93, though? Can it be?
You said 96th birthday. I'm not counting down the days of when she's halfway through her years.
Can it be 96 or 2.5 years?
She won't make it to September of 2022?
Yeah.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll work
Unless she turns 96 before
you don't get to have it both ways.
Why not?
Which one is it, bro?
Over 2.5 years.
What a dummy. Her birthday's April 21st.
Damn it.
Got him.
You said the initial thing was 96.
And then you asked me for a favor, and I said yes. 2.5 years.
She's not going to make it that long.
Go September 25th, 2022, Cam. Queen Elizabeth will no longer be with us.
Seems like a long time.
She's
got great health care, though. It's just sick to me that you say she's going to die.
On 1340 WKGN.
If I had to pick a Super Bowl team at this juncture.
Oh, hold on, Jordan. We got some breaking news. The Queen has died.
Oh, no.
What? The Queen has died.
Whoa.
2 board bets. It's come across. According to CNN, Queen Elizabeth II has died peacefully at Buckingham Palace.
What?
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Did you see the video of Michael Parsons at the Pro Bowl? Where he's riding around on his scooter.
I haven't seen it.
He's riding around the scooter, filming the cheerleaders. And he gets to the end where the Chargers have sent a male cheerleader, and he immediately puts the camera down. And rides past him. Watch him, but he gets to the line here. He gets to the male, just puts it down.
Yeah, he does. That's good.
Hour 2 headlines.
Those guys from the Vikings wouldn't be happy about that. Remember those two guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were full of spunk.
Hour 2 headlines kicking off.
Thanks, John.
It
reminds me, remember Marshawn Lynch? Remember when he rode the cart around? Remember that?
Yeah.
Kentucky new coach Will Stein is ready to disrupt the SEC, he tells On3 Sports. I've never called a play I didn't think would score a touchdown. I'm that type of guy. Why not us? Let's go. Cut it loose. Make sure we're in a position to disrupt this league and make it interesting. And not just make it interesting, but go win. Will Stein, Kentucky football coach.
I fear that he might be good. Not to the point where like Kentucky actually becomes like a threat. But I am worried that he at least is going to be better than Stoops was. Or at least he has a chance to actually make them better than what Stoops had them. I know they won some games a couple of years with Stoops and they weren't like a pushover Kentucky, but I kind of like
pretty low.
Yeah, I kind of like this guy.
Bar is low. I don't know about this cracker.
I feel like by the time he gets good, he just goes to a bigger job.
See, I don't know about that with him being like a Kentucky guy.
He played at Louisville.
Yeah, but he was a Kentucky fan. Like, there's pictures of him, like, as a kid, like, being a Kentucky guy. I don't know if Kentucky didn't offer him out of school or what, but, like, he did go to Louisville, you're right. But he says he grew up a Kentucky fan. There's pictures. I saw pictures of him at, like, the skating ring when he's, like, 9 wearing Kentucky gear.
I think you should learn from Mark Stoops and that you should never settle for Kentucky for your whole career.
Mark Stoops made a lot of money, though, and did have a lot of job security. So, like, if this guy can be like Mark Stoops, except one of their own and likable, he might have a pretty good gig there. Or he might get an offer and go somewhere better.
Lane Kiffin criticizes the college football playoff calendar.
Who cares what Lane Kiffin
Somehow
says?
the calendar got even worse on purpose, he said. And when you look at the news, the playoff announced the dates and bowl sites for the upcoming quarterfinal and semifinal games. 38 days will separate the first round of the national championship.
How many days was that this year? Do we know?
Season. Well, no.
We don't know. We said it got worse on purpose and dumber on purpose, which I do think it's really dumb that they're playing on December 30th and January 1st college football playoff games, but not on December 31st. I think that's really stupid.
They don't want to play New Year's Eve because I believe the NFL – did I see something that the NFL has something going on?
Well, it is a Thursday night, so probably.
I'm pretty sure that's why they avoided it.
They're so terrified of the NFL.
Well, wouldn't you be?
No, I don't think I would be for a playoff game. I think
Scary Goodell.
I think I'd put a playoff game on and say we're going to beat the NFL because we're going to be on national broadcasted TV and they're going to be on Amazon Prime. Let's see who that's an actual chance to get a victory against them. In my opinion.
I don't think the NFL would let that happen, would they?
It was a full month. First round, I believe, started on the 19th, and the championship was on January 19th.
Well, now it's 38 days.
Yeah, so, it's a whole extra week.
The championship game is not until Monday, January 25th. January 25th. That's a long time, man.
It's just such, to me, I understand what you're saying about not wanting to go head-to-head with the NFL. But the fact you're going out of your way and letting them punk you on your biggest day just screams like inferiority complex.
Well, by definition, they are inferior.
Well, I know, but it shows that you have no confidence in your product either, though. Like, it shows that you're lacking the confidence. Like I said, what happened to a little competition? You got a playoff game. Just put the best playoff game on there and let's ride. Let's see what you can do.
It'd be funny if the NFL made damn sure and the Packers at night.
And they might do that. But I like that the NBA hasn't at least tucked their tail and gave up Christmas. Like the NFL's came for Christmas and they're like, all right, well, we're still going to do our games on Christmas. We're going
to do our little Christmas games.
We're still going to do it. And, this year they did pretty good with them. The NFL product was down on Christmas and the NBA had some good games, but they had a pretty successful Christmas. I would have thought it was whack if they're like, okay, fine, we'll take Christmas Eve. You have Christmas, we'll take Christmas Eve.
The NFL takes Christmas Eve, too.
Okay, we'll do Boxing Day. Give us the 26th.
Yeah, we want that, too.
At a certain point, the NFL can't play 7 days a week, though.
Yeah. Well, Indiana has lost a good one. Co-offensive coordinator Chandler Whitmer expected to be hired as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' next quarterback coach.
I had no clue where that was going whenever you said they lost a good one. I thought somebody had died. I thought maybe a player had retired.
No, it's just a quarterback coach leaving,
okay.
or offensive coordinator leaving, co-offensive coordinator, Chandler Whitmer. You don't know him? Me neither. He's going to the Tampa Bay Bucs. But this is something old Signetti going to have to learn to deal with now that he's going to be, top football coach. Nick Saban had to deal with it for years. You get all that success, your assistants start leaving. So we'll see how they respond to that, I guess. Miami, Ohio continues to win. They're now 23-0. They beat Buffalo last night. Other college
one. That was a close one. That was a 2-point win on the road. They almost lost that undefeated season.
Other college basketball, UConn hammered Xavier 92-60. Duke beat Boston College 67-49. St. John's a winner. Virginia, St. Louis. And then in the SEC, Texas defeated South Carolina last night. Only 2 SEC games.
ESPN changed their play-by-play recap. This is gross.
84-75 Texas over the Cox.
Gamecast on accident? No, play-by-play. Oh, this is gross. I love going through play-by-plays on ESPN. When do they start putting these pictures on here?
Yesterday, I think. Saw a couple tweets about it.
This is gross. Like you're trying to scroll through the play-by-play, and
I don't like that.
They didn't have it for Tennessee, I don't think, when I was just looking, or maybe I didn't look on the play-by-play.
I don't like that at all.
No, that's gross. It's too big. People don't like it, or they do like it.
It's too big. Big game tonight, A&M at Alabama. That'll be a fun league game.
If they're actually being accurate about where the shot is taken, I could see the appeal of it. Because they're showing hey, made basket, and they're showing you where on the floor he apparently shot from. If that's accurate, I kind of appreciate. Kind of, but not enough to completely change everything.
Yes.
Change is hard sometimes.
We need A&M to take a loss. They're at Alabama tonight.
So you're rooting for Alabama?
I can't say that, no.
But I guess in terms of Tennessee's resume, it's kind of a wash because you beat both teams. You beat one on the road. If we're trying to win an SEC championship and catch A&M, then we got to have that win.
They got to take some losses at some point.
Yeah.
They're 7-1 in the conference. We are the 1. I do like seeing that they're unbeaten in the league.
Is that still on the table for you, winning the SEC? Is that still a goal of yours? Okay.
Yeah, it's still a goal.
Sam, is that still a goal of yours? Because I feel like to me it's kind of a real long shot. It'd be nice to win it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not really. I'm not really focused on that right now.
A long shot, you call it? I don't think it's a long shot.
I mean, it's 14-1 gambling odds. I mean, that's a pretty long shot.
Okay, well, I mean, that's because there's a lot of teams, but
but long shot.
I'm just saying that we got a manageable schedule ahead, and we're 1.5 games back. I don't think it's not I don't know. When you say long shot, I just feel like that'd be if we were 3-5 right now or something, very nearly impossible. I feel like a long shot implies nearly impossible.
I'm focused more on the top 4 seed.
Yeah, in the SEC tournament or the national tournament or both? Because I'm
probably both now, honestly. Yeah,
I'm kind of just looking at both. My goal right now is 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. Can you play your way up that high? And with Tennessee's schedule coming up and the record they can put together, if some of these wins age nicely, they could 100% be a 3 seed, which would be good. That'd be a big accomplishment after the way you started the year.
Yeah, I kind of thought we were hovering around that mid-5 line, but now I think we're definitely, in the conversation to get into that top 4 national seed.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lenardi updates. I mean, we were on the outside of the 5, jumping back into the 4 seed yesterday. I don't know if beating Ole Miss would be enough, but beating Kentucky on the road probably would be. Let's go. Alabama in the SEC championship race. I guess we can afford to have them win and get back to 5-4. We'd still have a lead on them, plus a head-to-head, plus a home game in Knoxville coming, right?
We could be 10-4 in this league going to Vandy.
Yeah.
If we beat Kentucky.
10-4?
No, 10-3.
Yeah, 10-3. We only have 3 losses.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we could be 10-3 going to Vandy. Or 9-4. But, I mean, I expect to beat LSU and Oklahoma at home, and I expect to win in Starkville. So
sure.
It all comes down to this game Saturday in Rupp for me. I still care about this regular season. I ain't punting no conference title. Everybody wrote us off. Look what's happened. The Lakers beat the Brooklyn last night.
Florida has at A&M, at Georgia these next 2 games. So, yeah, I mean, it is possible that they could drop at least one of those on the road.
Yeah, man. The team. They're still trying to win championships.
Sure, as they should be.
Yeah, but
I'm just trying to win all the games, man. I'm just trying to win as many games as possible. But
yeah, me too.
To me, I haven't got to the point where I'm I'm going to put on and really root against A&M just yet. Now, maybe I should.
Well, tonight's an opportunity for you.
Have fun rooting for Nate Oates, brother.
I don't want to, but I mean,
go put on your best G League All-Star jersey and root for Charles Bediako.
Well, go put on your postseason cap and get ready for the tournament then if you don't care about this regular season no more.
What are you talking about? I just said I care about the regular season, but I care about Tennessee's regular season.
I like hardware. I want to win some hardware. Trophies. Yeah, it says the playoff moving is due to the NFL conflict. That's the whole reason they will not do a game on New Year's Eve. They are just scared of the NFL.
And does that lead to them like not having pushing the national championship back too because they don't want to compete on a Monday? Because Monday Night Football, like the playoff Monday Night Football, will still be going on. Like, what's the reason there? Do we have an explanation for that?
Well, normally they take some time off, like at least a week, because for whatever reason they got to do it on a Monday night.
Well, right.
I don't know why they do that.
So they're playing the 30th and the 1st, and then they're playing. When's it say the semifinals already? Saw that calendar?
Yeah, the semifinals will be January 13th and 14th.
It says got to give these guys 10 days off every time. All right, whatever. It's annoying, but we'll deal with it.
Semifinals this year, the Orange Bowl and Cotton Bowl.
I'll watch that slop.
Personally, I like it that they're not playing on New Year's Eve, just because I normally have plans on New Year's Eve.
Oh, Mr. Popular.
And, well, I mean, I have things going on, and I don't really like there being games on New Year's Eve because I want to be able to watch the games.
All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll talk some more basketball. Stay right here on Fan Run Radio.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Citizens National Bank. Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good. Member FDIC.
Every 40 seconds, a child goes missing somewhere in the U.S. You can help in the effort to find missing kids simply by donating your car or boat to Find the Children, a nonprofit organization dedicated to returning missing children to their families. Find the Children works closely with national and community agencies and organizations and helps distribute flyers and posters that are directly responsible for recovering missing kids. Your car or boat donation helps protect and recover children in every state and community by sponsoring child safety and recovery programs. For fast, free pickup, call anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Running or not, your car, truck, van, RV, or boat will be towed away free of charge. Fast, free pickup, plus it's tax deductible. Everyone wins when you donate your car or boat to Find the Children.
Call right now. 800-466-8813. 800-466-8813. That's 800-466-8813.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Talking a little Tennessee basketball. Cody, did you care at all about the Memphis Grizzlies trading Jaren Jackson Jr. yesterday?
No.
You see what I did there, Tennessee basketball?
Yeah,
Memphis.
I couldn't care less.
What about if I told you that William was almost on the verge of tears?
I don't even know who that is. Jansen Jackson, you said, what's his name? That was the guy that played defensive back here.
Prideful ignorance is not cute.
What?
Prideful ignorance is not cute.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does. For you to sit there and say, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who
You're
it
a
is.
damn, yeah, no, but you're proud of it. You're a damn professional.
Yeah, I am proud of it.
You're a
because
damn.
I don't watch the NBA.
You're a damn sports
You know I don't
professional.
follow the NBA.
You're a damn sports professional.
No, I'm not.
You
I never claimed to be a professional.
You should have shame in saying you don't know who that is.
I'm just a jackass on the radio.
Well,
is
that
all
is
I
true.
am.
Bubba, cut that out.
I never claimed to be any kind of professional.
Bubba, cut that out. Make a note to go back and cut that out.
If you're listening to this show and think I should know more about the NBA than you do because I'm sitting here on a microphone, well, I don't. I don't know anything, and I don't care to know.
Sam, did you care at all about Jaren Jackson
Actually,
Jr.?
I probably do know more than you, the average listener, just because I'm kind of autistic when it comes to remembering championships.
You see this?
So, like, I can reel off quite a few, like, consecutive champions if you're impressed by that kind of thing.
The brilliance, the irony of this is that the people say that I can't admit when I'm wrong. See, he won't even admit that the average person knows more about the NBA as he's sitting here telling you that he knows nothing about it. As he's
jackass on the radio. But then I realized that I am kind of autistic when it comes to.
I don't think you should use that either as a cute word.
I mean, as a what? As a
Just trying to be
cute word?
Oh, I got a good memory, so I'm a little autistic. There's people
What
out
else?
there
What's
dealing.
the word for it? What am I supposed to say?
You have a good memory?
What do you say when a guy can remember 18 straight national champions?
That I have a good memory and I care
about.
about
What do you say when a
something.
guy can remember random scores from the early 2000s? He's a little autistic in that regard. It's a compliment.
But I do love in one breath he talks about how he's so ignorant, knows nothing, but then won't give the audience the bone of, well, I still probably know more than you, even though I just said I didn't. But
it's two different things, really. It's knowing, do I know about today's NBA versus do I know about things in the past? You know, knowing scores and champions is not really, that's just factual. That's just memorization information. It's not like actually knowing about what's happening in today's game.
Sam, did you care at all about Jaren Jackson Jr. getting traded?
I cared about Williams' reaction. That's about it.
Just him being on the verge of tears.
Just making sure he's all right.
Did he have his pacifier in when he
had to go to break?
He said, hold on, what? Brett, I need you to send us to break right here. I got to gather my thoughts.
Strange kid. Yeah, you know, there's other things in the NBA that would interest me a lot more.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is a good player. You know, he is the best player the Grizzlies had. You know, he's better than John Morant. There's a reason that whenever they had kind of floated out trading John Morant, they didn't get much interest back for him, but everyone started calling about getting Jaren Jackson Jr. They did get a nice haul back. They are really set up for the future with draft picks. So I understood it from Memphis' side. Utah, you know, sending Jaren Jackson Jr. to Utah was a little weird, but it was a big name, or at least a good player getting moved along the same time that James Harden and Darius Garland's getting moved. But to me, the Jaren Jackson Jr. thing was interesting just for one, like, kind of statistical, I don't know if I should call it an anomaly or what, but the 2018 lottery, have you seen this, Sam? The 2018 lottery, which was a pretty good draft. Now, every single lottery pick has been traded. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the last guy. And this is a draft with some really, like, you know, some pretty good players. This is a draft with Luka Doncic and Trae Young, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like three really good players. Michael Porter Jr. All of those guys have now been traded to a different team, which is kind of crazy.
What does that even say about the NBA? Just
breaking news, and it is coming at such a good time.
Yeah.
It is a great time for this.
Okay, what is it? Joey Aguilar?
Let me make sure this is real.
William sent it to you.
Well, I still don't trust him.
This is real, yeah.
We were just making fun of him, though, so I don't want to. He could be sending me a fake account to get me to.
No, this is real.
It's
this
real.
Is Adam Sparks.
The real Adam Sparks.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it would be pretty funny if William listened to you make fun of him and he set you up. That would be
well,
pretty
just
good.
know I was going to check it. So, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news: Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar has been granted a temporary restraining order against NCAA eligibility rules by a Knoxville judge. Is it real?
No, it was real.
Okay. Good. What were you motioning
Well,
for?
I was telling Bubba to update the title for the YouTube and everything. But then I was looking and saw it was 9:14. So then I was a little annoyed that my either my breaking news guy or Bubba, my P team producer over there.
Well, don't blame me. I was locked into an NBA segment.
No, you weren't. You weren't doing anything. But you're my breaking news guy.
Oh,
so like,
yeah.
I'm a little annoyed by that.
I'm a little annoyed that you didn't notice it and went into an NBA segment.
Well, I was planning it. I had it mapped out. I didn't see it. I'm not on my phone nonstop. Look at it. He's holding his phone right now. You're my breaking news guy for a reason.
Yeah, well, that's what we got William for.
Well, good job by William. Thank you, William.
It serves as the first step toward
Lord knows what Bubba's doing over there.
The potential return for the Vols in 2026. Excellent news. Joey coming back, maybe.
Preliminary injunction hearing set for Friday.
Yeah, so this isn't finalized by any means. This isn't him winning.
No, but it's a step in that direction.
Okay, so I had it at 60% yesterday. You probably boost this up a little bit to 70%. Sam, you were at 40% of Joey getting another year. Where are you at now?
45.
So still more likely than not that he's not going to be back.
45.
Yeah, see, I think you're missing the mark there.
Seems to me like it's happening, Sam.
I don't know.
You don't want to.
I don't want to get too far ahead of our.
Don't want to get your hopes up.
I'm still I've already protected myself, knowing that I'm going to have to be mad at George McIntyre. I don't want to get my hopes up for Joey and then have to go back to that reality.
You were looking so forward to booing George this fall that you don't want this to happen. I get it.
Well, I want it to happen, but I don't want to get excited about it happening and then it not happen, and then I have to double hate George McIntyre.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
Now, I will say the difference, or like here, the temporary restraining order doesn't do much, in my opinion. Like for the the immediate future doesn't really matter in this situation, right? Like for Bediako, for example, he got the temporary restraining order, and that was a big deal because he was able to get right back on the basketball court. Tennessee's not necessarily doing anything right now that Joey Aguilar needs to be a part of. So to me, the temporary restraining order doesn't carry as much weight in this because it's not like him getting on the field. But it does get the ball rolling. You do have that injunction hearing set for February 6th, which is that what, Friday?
Yeah. Coast is clear.
Coast is clear?
Smooth sailing. It's a Knoxville judge. We got it. We got it all wrapped up. We're good. We're good. Come on. We bought that judge off, hypothetically. And the power people made the power moves. Josh went to Danny and said, I don't have a quarterback. And Danny called Dondi, and she called Randy Boyd, and he called the mayor, and we got the ball rolling. That's what happened. We're good.
All he needed was a roster spot and $2 million, and he might get that.
We got our quarterback. We're golden. We're looking good, baby. 10-win Vols.
Taylor writes in regarding our conversation yesterday, which is timely now because we're talking about Joey Aguilar. Says he is in the opposite camp of the ones we were in. He says that he thinks that everything is dependent on the defense. And that basically if the defense is going to take a year or two for everyone to handle, like everyone says, because that's been the talking point with Jim Knowles, is that, hey, year one, not great. Now we'll say.
We got 4 Penn State players.
We got Penn State players. We got some coaches coming over with him. So I hope it'll be a little bit, I do hope it'll be a little bit more of an easy transition or a smooth transition.
I don't think you're asking them to be the number one defense in the country. It's just like if you would have been the 70th defense instead of the 90th last year, you probably go win another game.
I don't know if I agree with that, but his point was Joey may win you another game this year, but overall you still won't be a playoff team. And then wonders, is bringing Joey back? Basically, to me, he's arguing the 2023 conversation, which is
Joey's better than Joe Milton.
I agree with that.
Without a doubt.
I agree with that. But in the grand scheme of things, he's saying if it's not a playoff berth, regardless, is the difference between 9 wins and 8 wins worth stunting your young quarterback?
No, but the playoff is still the goal. Like
Sure.
the team is not going into it with that mindset.
Who are we? Whose growth are we stunting here? George McIntyre. He's not our future.
I assume is what he's. So what you want to roll with the true freshman
or Faison?
I assume he's.
I would argue that starting a true freshman is stunting the growth because we haven't seen Josh Heupel start a true freshman quarterback.
I mean, I think that's 100% a fair rebuttal. I think you're being a little too hard on George just to say he's a non-factor here because I do think he is a factor here. I know that Sam. I don't think there is a bigger George McIntyre hater around.
No,
than
Sam hates George like Bubba hates, the Beatles. I don't know why he hates him so much, but he does. I don't know what Bubba hates. Do you hate the Beatles?
I don't hate the Beatles.
No, you wouldn't hate the Beatles.
Positive vibes.
What do you hate?
Being positive about the teams he likes.
Single mothers.
You hate single mothers?
Whoa.
What a weird group of people to hate. They're doing the best they can.
Shouldn't have been so promiscuous. Huh?
I hate deadbeat dads.
Well, that would have been that would have been a better place to start.
I hate predators and
sure that
you
also
bad people.
A better place to start.
You hate John.
To start with, I hate
me.
single mothers is kind of crazy.
I've always liked single mothers. What's wrong with a single mother? My mother was a single. You hate my mom?
Well, I'm not trying to date your mom, so no.
Fair.
So you're saying in the dating pool you hate single mothers?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be easier to date a single mother than it would be a taken mother.
Yeah. Do you prefer like married mothers that are like trying to cheat on their husband? Do you prefer those?
I'd prefer them to lie to me.
Okay. All right. But point being, Sam hates George McIntyre. We understand that. I do think you're being a little unfair to him, though, in saying he's a non-factor.
He's a bum.
I'm not saying he's going to be good here or not, but I do think if you are either way, I think Taylor's point in riding in would be that you're going to need a quarterback in 2027. So is it worth bringing Joey back for another year if you're not going to be a playoff team and basically being in the same position next year?
Well, if I could predict the future, who's asking this? May I say
Taylor?
Taylor, if I could predict the future, Taylor, if I knew we weren't going to make the playoff, then I would agree with you. But I think the goal in bringing Joey back is to make the playoff.
And I think that is the right answer.
Right. They're not just going to punt on the season and, I don't think it's like 2023 at all because I think this is a much better roster and a much better program than we had in 2023.
But same way as 2023 was, you were not going to be a playoff team that year. Like you could have said that 100% in 2023. You're not going to be a playoff team because the playoff hadn't expanded.
Yeah,
you weren't going to be a top 4 team. Like you pretty much knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yes, before the 12-team era, it's a totally different game now.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you're spot on here in terms of you might think that Tennessee's not going to be a playoff team, but I would hope that over on campus, they are thinking about the playoff with or without Joey. Like, yeah. I hope they're training every day thinking about trying to go out and win 10 games. Now, I do think it kind of sucks for Tennessee this year that it is, and really every SEC team, that it is still going to be a 12-team playoff because 12 feels a little steep or a little hard to get to. 16 feels a lot more attainable this year. And Tennessee, would have a better chance of getting in the playoff if it was 16.
I don't know. An SEC expert projected us at 9-3 in his early season projections.
Sure, but 9-3 is probably not getting you in the playoff this year.
Maybe.
I mean, why would you think it would if 9-3 hasn't gotten anybody in the playoff yet? You could say maybe, sure, but like
it's just the way the schedule shakes out.
It's a long shot.
Well, I don't know about long shot.
It's a long shot for a 9-3 team to get in the playoff. It hasn't happened before. Now, to my point that I was just making, if it was a 16-team playoff, yes, 9-3 would put you in the playoff.
Well, how about this? How about the math checks out to where we make the SEC championship game? How about we go do that again? That could happen.
You think we're going to make the SEC championship game by losing three
games?
SEC games?
It could happen. Yeah. Or you lose Georgia Tech in 2 more.
That would be gross, but I guess I'd lock it in. But
well, I mean, I ain't writing off 10-2.
I'm not either
because we're playing another league game.
No, I'm not either. I'm just saying the road to the playoff is tougher this year for SEC teams. Like we don't know how they're going to judge the extra game until I see it. I'm just going to say that a 9-3 team isn't going to make the playoff. It could happen. It came close to happening in 2024. If SMU. You could have maybe made the case that they get left out instead of and put in Alabama at 9-3 or whatever. But
I mean, they were talking about Texas last year.
Sure,
it ended up not happening,
right?
But had a couple teams lost. I mean, it just depends on how things shake out.
Now, strangely enough, this year it would have even been further down the line because Notre Dame would have been jumped ahead of Texas because they would have been in the top 12 and gotten their automatic spot, which would have removed another place, another roster spot available.
We'll see what Sankey can get worked out. I mean, you got to think he's still got pretty major lobbying power.
Maybe.
I mean, it's him and the Big Ten guy running it. What's his name? I never know. Petiti? Is that his name? I always forget the guy's name. Tony Petiti.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're running the show. So, I mean, look at it this year. How many SEC teams did you get in? 5? I mean, hell, Oklahoma, Alabama, A&M, Georgia. You had 5, didn't you? Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you had 5 SEC teams this year. Now, none of those were 9-3.
None of those are 9-3, and there also wasn't like it. You didn't argue in over a Big Ten team.
Well,
there wasn't a Big Ten team on the bubble that got left out. There were only 3 Big Ten teams worthy of being in the playoff this year.
I think that'll probably continue to be the case at the top of the Big Ten, don't you?
Not necessarily.
I mean, Ohio State,
Oregon. Indiana, and Oregon, I think, will be like in the mix.
Maybe
every year.
Michigan gets back into the mix.
Yeah, like USC is interesting with Gary Patterson at defensive coordinator if they can do that. But like, I don't think Penn State will be back this year by any means. But I would think that in most years the Big Ten would have a 4th team that was right there on the cutoff.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Michigan, I think it would be their best bet.
Sure.
And we'll see what Indiana looks like. I mean, without Mendoza.
Sure. I mean, I think that's fair too. And I think Hoover's good, but
they'll probably keep rolling.
Yeah,
because they ain't going to schedule anybody. But hey, good for them, I guess.
And maybe you're right. Maybe it is just more so like the Big Ten is more likely to have 3 than 4. Maybe you're right because I don't believe in Michigan, and I definitely didn't believe in them with Moore. We'll see what Whittingham can do. Lincoln Riley, like, okay, yeah, bro, I'll believe it when I see it with you being good at USC. But, yeah, maybe it is just going to be
I'm not buying USC, really. I think Michigan will be good, but maybe not in year 1.
Sure.
With Whittingham. Maybe it'll take some time there. They'll be back in the mix soon.
But my point just is, like overall, I don't necessarily disagree with Taylor's logic here in terms of, is Joey actually worth some wins? Is it worth not just seeing what you have? Could the ceiling be higher with one of these young guys? Either George, who Sam hates, or Faison. Like, could Faison just pop as a true freshman? Probably not. Most true freshmen don't pop. I get that.
Well, why don't we just wait and see halfway into the year?
And I think that's fair too. And yeah. I think if you're Tennessee, you're 100% trying to get Joey Aguilar cleared to have options to see if you have a safety net, if you have a high floor, because I do think Joey on the team raises the floor of the team a lot. You could argue about how much it raises the ceiling. That's fine. But I think it raises the floor a lot.
You're completely forgetting about Ryan Staub.
You're right. I did forget about him. I don't think of him as a factor, Bubba. But you're right. I did forget about him.
Let's get through the Alabama game and see, do we have 2 losses? Do we have 3 losses? At that point, you start turning to the young guys.
That would be a hope.
That would be the hope there, is if you're
like, hey, when you get to the bowl game, like, let's not run Joey out there for the bowl game like we did this year. Let's let one of the young guys play. Like, hopefully that would be more of a natural stopping point. And yeah, like, maybe that's the way to go. Like, hey, we're going to play Joey until we're not going to play Joey anymore. And then, yeah, we'll see what we got with these young guys halfway through the year if the season doesn't go well.
Play Joey until you get your 3rd loss. Well, unless you're still in the playoff hunt.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be in the playoff loss with 3 losses or playoff hunt with 3 losses.
If you're 6-3 in November, play the young guy.
Sure. I mean, if you're 4-3 in October, play the young guy.
Yeah.
Because again, my overall point is that I don't think it's like 23. It maybe feels like it with a veteran quarterback and a young guy that you want to see. But that's a part of the beauty of the 12-team playoff is that I do think Tennessee, I do hope that Josh Heupel and everybody over there is like, hey, we can make some noise this year. We can get into the 12-team playoff, and that's an accomplishment. That's a goal. We can get to 10-2. That's what we're striving for. And if they're over there having an honest conversation, they would say, hey, who gives us a better chance? Who gives us the best chance at going 10-2? I think around the room, we would all agree it's Joey Aguilar, right? Bubba's shaking his head. Sam's shaking his head.
Sure.
And it looks like you were shaking your head. Maybe you're just bobbing it. Cody, I think you would agree Joey Aguilar gives you the best chance to go 10-2.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, as far as what you've got. Now, well, I mean, you don't know for a fact that it's not Faison or George.
Sure.
But you're less willing to take that chance at this point.
If we're looking at process over results, the process would say, hey, let's go with this guy.
You go with the older guy. I mean, chances are 18-year-old Faison Brandon is not going to be as good as 25-year-old Joey Aguilar.
Not only older guy, but I think it's more important, more experienced guy.
Much more experienced.
Because I just want to go with age. Because like if it's Faison or George McIntyre, I don't care that George is a year older or whatever. Like I want that to be a clean slate. To me, experience matters more than age. So like the fact that Joey's played.
But age does too, I think, when you're talking 24 versus 18 or whatever Joey is.
Sure. But like if he was 24 and had never played before, like if we brought in some guy that had been like a career backup when he was 23, I wouldn't necessarily want him over a freshman.
I don't know. The brain develops, a lot during that time. The male brain is fully developed by age 25. But
I feel like John was saying there's no difference between 19-year-old George and 18-year-old Faith.
Well, I'm also saying that I don't think I would want a 22-year-old quarterback that's never started, or at least like give him the huge leg up, the huge tiebreaker because he's 22. I'm saying we'd say age, but I just want to clarify. To me, it's experience.
Well, that's like the Ty Simpson situation, though. I mean, we said how good could he really be if he sat around on the bench this long?
And I still have
questions.
But
when he got his opportunity, he was pretty good.
I mean, I still have questions about, how good Ty Simpson actually was.
Yeah, but I think we can agree he's better than any true freshman was going to be.
Ever? Or just like on their roster?
Well, maybe not ever, but if we're going to take, talk about a long shot. If we think we've got Trevor Lawrence, then sure. But
yeah, I mean, it's a long shot, but I mean, hell, Faison Brandon's supposed to be Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, but the chances that he is,
sure, it's a long shot. I agree. Now Ty Simpson's also a 5-star. If you're taking a 22-year-old that's never played, that's like a 4-star, just like a high 3-star, I think that's a little bit different math too.
Yeah,
not many 5-stars wait till they're 22 to get their first chance to get reps.
Yeah. Well, when you're at Alabama,
yeah, maybe
do what you got to do.
Sam, Sinister Break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet. Continuing the conversation, shout out to our friends over at Inward Half. InwardHalf.com. Go get you some gear. Talking some Tennessee football. Lightning Leray Jenkins. Leray Jenkins writes in that the fan base has made it clear they are not giving passes out for bad seasons. So why do y'all not think Heupel is trying to roll with the guy who wins the most games, playoffs?
That's
or not?
my logic. Leroy Jenkins.
Lee Ray.
Leray.
Leray Jenkins.
I thought it was Leroy Jenkins.
Well, the reference is, but this guy's name might be Leray. I don't know. Hell.
Now, what kind of guy is named Leray?
Well, I don't know, brother. That's what his name is on YouTube.
A great hard-working man from Smyrna, Tennessee.
I mean, yeah. I know some Leray type of guys back home, but most of them aren't in the YouTube comments. Maybe this guy is, not to disparage. Leray, it's a good name. What were we talking about?
I think Leray is spot on, and I think you and I agree.
Yeah.
It's about playing the guy that can, like Josh Heupel. If you're looking at it from a macro level, Josh Heupel has to know that he has to win as many games as possible. Josh Heupel could maybe afford in 2023, coming off of a 10-win season, to maybe he could have rolled the dice with a young quarterback, getting a young quarterback ready. I think he would have had enough cachet in 2023 to say, hey, you want Nico? Here's Nico. We're gonna build everything around him. He's the future. If you'd have gone 7-5 or 8-4 with a true freshman quarterback, 5-star, you'd have looked at that and said, you know what? That's okay. You deserve one of those rebuild years or one of those retooling years. Fast forward now to 2026, coming off of an 8-4 season and a season that you didn't beat anybody with a winning record, all that cachet is gone. The fan base probably still has a positive vibe or a positive, grade on Josh Heupel, but it's closer to like the 70 range than it would be the 90 range at this point.
It's less than it was.
It's less than it was, and he needs to win as many games as possible, whether that's 10 games and making the playoffs or winning 8 instead of 7. Like, he needs every single win that he can get.
Yeah, and we're not in the business of punting football seasons. Like, patience is not the name of the game in today's era, especially in today's era. But it never has. Like, it's about winning. I mean, it's very simple. It's even when an NFL team is 3-14, or when they're 3-11. And if they could just lose out, they'd get the number 1 pick. They still don't really do that. You don't winning is the reason you play the game. It's the whole spirit of competition. So, like, you're not really planning for the future. Like, I don't buy that as much in football. It's not really what happens, even when it may benefit you long term.
LaRay.
LaRay?
LaRay, yeah, is the name.
That's his real name?
Yeah, LaRay.
LaRay?
LaRay.
But it's spelled like Leray?
LaRay. LaRay.
Oh, well, you called him Leray.
Well, I was doing a Leray Jenkins joke, I guess.
But it's Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, okay.
So you were just trying to meet in the middle on
maybe it's a long name. Maybe I saw an E and it's an A. Either way.
So the guy's name is LaRay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing Jenkins. It was a whole thing.
Okay.
Mistakes have been made by both of us. It's fine.
LaRay, is kind of a unique name. Laray? Maybe it's a family name or something.
But Tennessee is going to be just like, 10 other SEC teams where they are going to be looking at making the playoff.
That's right.
They're going to be looking at trying to get there and try to compete for that. There'll be 10 SEC teams that are having the same conversation on their radio stations and in their locker rooms about trying to get in here and get inside the club, the exclusive club that everybody wants. Big Orange Breakdown writes in, and I do think he's right here, or she. 9-3 with a 9-game SEC schedule is much different than 9-3 with an 8-game SEC schedule. I agree with that take. It makes sense logically. It makes sense from an actual quality win standpoint. I'm not 100% positive how much weight that will carry, though, when it comes to the playoff.
Yeah, and it also matters who you beat and who you lose to and all that when you're comparing the resumes. Because if we're 9-3 with losses to Bama, Texas, and LSU, then where's the wins?
Well, also, I do think it matters. And maybe the point, and maybe this person's right here, maybe 9-3 should be the target date because you're still going to be able to pencil in at least 4 SEC teams in the playoff, maybe 5. And maybe if that target goal is now 9-3 instead of 10-2, maybe 9-3 is good enough.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
If everybody else suffers from what you suffer from, it's not like they're going to put in more 10-2 Syracuses,
right?
Or North Carolina or whoever.
So the point being there that if you look at there was 5 teams that all went 10-2 or better in the SEC, but now those teams are 3 of them went 9-3. That does open the door for a 9-3 team to get in. So that's actually a good point.
That is a good point.
Really good points.
It's a matter of how many SEC teams will get it.
I love when somebody says something brilliant in the YouTube chat.
It is a great
point. That was a great point by you, Big Orange Breakdown.
Yeah, just because Kansas State is 10-2 and Texas is 9-3, that doesn't mean Kansas State's going to get the trump card over Texas, right? So
now, I do think that's going to lead to more jumbled up mess. So I do think what Cody said about who you beat and what you beat and what it looks like, I think is going to matter now more than ever before, because I think you will have where there were 5 SEC teams that went 10-2. There might be 6 or 7 SEC teams that go 9-3.
Yeah. And there may still be
better
3 or 4 that are 10-2. I mean, you just don't know how that's going to shake out. You just got to play the schedule and see.
And maybe the dismount here is that you maintained all along that if you went 10-2 in the SEC, you were going to make the playoff.
I always said that. That's
now
true.
You were wrong,
unless you're Vanderbilt,
because Vanderbilt didn't make it.
Well, I didn't consider them in my initial. Anyone else would have made it. It's Vanderbilt. Come on. Name brand matters. If that was Alabama, you know damn well they would have been in.
I don't know if you can say name brand matters.
If that was Texas, you know damn well they would have been in. I don't know if you can
say name brand matters when, at 10-2, Notre Dame got left out and Texas didn't get in.
Well, Notre Dame suffered from it. That's a different
name brand
argument.
Matters, or it doesn't.
It does, but that's a different argument because they were head-to-head with a team that beat them.
Name brand matters.
They lost a head-to-head game on the field. But you know what I'm saying. If that's Alabama or Texas, there ain't no chance in hell. Or Tennessee or Georgia.
I don't agree with the Tennessee take. I do think there would have been a definite chance in hell that Tennessee would have gotten left out.
No chance.
I think Tennessee was
in
close
hell.
to getting left out the year before at 10-2. You had to have a couple things go your way late in the season to get in at 10-2 in 2024. So I will say that, like, I don't. Whereas you said 10-2 was an automatic in, except if you're Vanderbilt, I guess.
Right.
I don't think we'll be sitting here saying 9-3 automatically gets you in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we'll be looking at that next year saying, hey, go 9-3 in the SEC and you're in. So, like, for that reason, I do think 9-3 and 10-2 are not the same thing.
Well, at this point, yeah, now that we're playing this 9-game schedule.
Right.
But it strengthens my 10-2 case. You go
if you
10-2
go 10-2 this year.
You're damn sure in.
Yep. 10-2 in a 9-game SEC schedule should be a damn near automatic in.
And 10-2 should always be the goal because it just feels better than 9-3.
Double-digit wins is cool.
10 wins. That feels good. I love winning 10 games. That's something we didn't do for a long, long time. And now we've done it twice in the last 4 years.
We are due for one.
Let's do it again.
According to Josh Heupel's cycle, he's like the groundhog.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Come on. Don't talk about our coach.
I thought
like
my
that.
Thado.
That's just so rude.
6 more weeks to winter.
The groundhog's batting like 37% too. It really says it's that whatever he says is the opposite. You should remember that.
Staten Island Chuck said that winter is continuing on, and he's batting like 80%.
80%.
Who is Staten Island Chuck?
Staten Island Chuck's batting 80%.
Is he a groundhog?
Let's see what Sam's made up this time. Staten Island Chuck success rate. How long has he been doing it? How long has he been in the game?
He's been doing a lot of questioning of your credibility the last 2 days, Sam.
Well, and I'm going to be fair. Sam is right about this one. According to just the quick AI overview, it says 85%. Now, Wikipedia says 82%, 26 out of 32 years. So,
I said it was 80 plus.
Yeah, I'm giving you your props here. You're right about this one.
Staten Island Chuck's the new – Punxsutawney Phil is a bum. He's washed. He's old.
He's the OG, though.
Nope, he's washed.
He's the OG.
He's got the alliteration.
Yeah.
And Punxsutawney is just a cool name.
Staten Island Chuck will beat your ass, though.
Lander Lill's doing pretty good, too, 80%.
So how many do we have?
Apparently, we got 19.
How do they know whether or not he sees his shadow is what I want to know. How do they know?
Just got to trust.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com. The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The voluntary reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the VOLS as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Overrated, underrated, a Wednesday. Fan Run Radio, Talk Sports said, not in my house, I ain't talking to Kimbe. John and Cody out here asking where the ops at. Tennessee Volunteers here for combat. It's the Cherokee Ghost, John Reed and Cody doing everything we can to bring Rocky Top back. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Never leave a witness, never leave loose ends. Nico ain't nothing but a nuisance. 2026, we making new friends.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Want to remind you that Saturday we will be at Barley's watching Tennessee, Kentucky. Last time we all got together for a game, we beat Houston. So let's get together again and try to take down Kentucky. Can you explain to me, Sam, do you know anything about Lander Lil? Lander Lil is apparently the second best weather predictor, but it says that she is not a groundhog, but a bronze statue of a prairie dog. How the hell is a statue predicting whether or not winter's coming?
I'm starting to think this is not that reliable.
Well, she's right 80% of the time.
What's she saying?
I don't know what she said this year, but I'm looking up the most. Can Bubba maybe, or you guys, one of you, get the lore behind how she predicts? Because it's just a statue.
I'm unfamiliar with her game.
But you are right about Staten Island Chuck. That guy's a
He's a monster. He's a monster.
Also known as Charles G. Hogg. That's a name there.
Yeah.
Chuck Hogg.
Hour 3 headlines, Cody McClure, Collision Course, right now.
Okay, thanks, John.
You're welcome, man.
Well, OU and the city of Norman, that's Oklahoma University, are set to move forward with a new basketball arena thanks to a ruling from the Oklahoma Supreme Court. The project was originally scheduled to be completed for the 27-28 season, likely maybe pushed back a couple of years, says George Stoya, who I guess is a reporter up there. And he has released renderings of a new arena and entertainment district. How about that? The old Danny White Entertainment District.
Interesting.
Oklahoma looking to do something similar next to their basketball arena.
Interesting.
So they've got plans for a new arena in the future.
All right.
Yeah, that's big news. How about a little bracketology for you, huh? You want some bracketology?
Sure.
Tennessee a 5 seed right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're trending in the right direction. Got no issue with us being a 5 seed right now. That will switch if you're able to beat Kentucky on Saturday, is the way I look at it.
We are trending in the green, according to Joe Lunardi. We moved up from a 6 seed to a 5 seed. Currently has us in the same bracket with Texas Tech. They would be the 4 that we would theoretically play if we were to beat Liberty, the 12. But these things change a lot. Duke the 1 seed in that particular region. Ones right now, no surprise, Duke, Michigan, UConn, and Arizona. Arizona still ain't lost. Well, the Super Bowl is Sunday.
It is?
Yep.
What about it? What's the headline there?
That's it.
All right. In case you were unaware, the Super Bowl is Sunday.
The NFL Players Association is not interested in an 18th game. This says the interim boss of the NFL Players Association says players have, quote, no appetite for an 18th NFL game.
Good. Because I, as a fan, have no appetite for an 18-game schedule.
Despite a renewed push from NFL ownership to move toward 18 regular season games, Player Association leadership made it clear Tuesday the players are not in support of this. Our members are not interested. The 18th game is not casual for us. It's a very serious issue. It's something that comes out of negotiations, and nothing will move forward until players have the opportunity to account for all those factors, whatever that means. Players have been very clear they do not have an appetite for it.
So apparently Lander Lil was created in 1984, more of a Wyoming-specific and Rocky Mountains-based weather prediction.
Okay.
But they it said that local businesswoman Marianne Atwood and others felt too much attention was on Pennsylvania's groundhog, so they created their own. And I guess Lander Lil was a real animal before, and then they've.
So what do they do? Like they just try to judge what the shadow does to her, like.
I think
how
it's
does the
same.
statue predict, I guess.
I think it's the same type of thing, I guess, but I don't know how we're trusting it.
The Super Bowl is Sunday, though, in case you forgot.
Well, what I was trying to lead into, my headline went away, but what I was going to tell you about that was that it's expected that $1.6 billion will be gambled by the public.
How much money do you plan on gambling on Sunday?
At least half of that. Legally, $1.6 billion is roughly what they're expecting for the Super Bowl in terms of gambling bets that have been placed and are, I guess, projected to be placed. I don't know how that works, but that's a lot of money from the public, and that's just legal betting. That doesn't include all the other types of betting.
I'll dabble a little bit.
I bet you will.
Nah, I've gotten to where I don't like betting too much money on the Super Bowl. Too wonky of a game.
I'll probably bet Seattle.
It doesn't feel like a real.
If you place too many bets, you lose the plot of the actual football game. You're just rooting for some specific outcome that's like very
niche.
Yeah, just not important to the actual outcome of the game.
That I think is fair, but also like the game's just a little uneven. Like I think what we know about the Seahawks and Patriots, I think if they were playing, last week, or if they were playing playing in a real football stadium, or maybe I shouldn't say a real football stadium, but like in a home or away stadium, like you have a better idea of what to expect. The neutral site, the pageantry, the 45-minute halftime, the weird kickoff stuff. I think there's a reason that
the electrical substation.
I think the reason that like the 10-1 against the spread for the underdogs, I think that's happening for a reason. I think it's just basically a coin flip of a game. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense to say a 10-1 is a coin flip, but I just mean logic gets thrown out the window. The best team doesn't have their regular preparation, and they come out flat. So I don't know. There's something weird there. I'll bet on it. Don't get me wrong, but not as much as you think, probably.
Well, Joe Burrow threw an interception to lose the Pro Bowl flag football game yesterday.
Man, how far is that star falling? He was out there playing with Shedeur Sanders. Like Joe Burrow told him yes. All these other quarterbacks like, no, we're good on the Pro Bowl, but Joe Burrow's like, yeah, I'll go do it.
He was playing, and he got picked off by Bucs safety Antoine Winfield Jr., who jumped a route to intercept Burrow to seal the NFC's 66-52 comeback win against the AFC in the flag football game that they are now calling the Pro Bowl.
I didn't watch a second of that.
No one did.
Sam, did you watch any of the Pro Bowl?
It was on TV after I had kind of stopped. I mean, I guess it was on after the Tennessee game, maybe, or something like that.
I want to say it was on during or before, because we were ESPN 2 and that was on ESPN 1.
Maybe I switched to ESPN hoping that there was a college basketball game, and then I watched 2 minutes of flag football just to make fun of it.
Yeah, which maybe when I turned it on and it was on my TV, maybe it wasn't the actual game as much as it was them doing like one of the competitions or something. But I saw it for a second and then I changed the channel.
Michael Irvin says he can be pro-black without being anti-white. We got to stop thinking about our pain and think about our gain, he says. Being pro-black doesn't mean being anti-white. I'd say Michael Irvin's pretty pro-white given his relationship with Jerry Jones.
And other things.
Yes. And other things.
He doesn't do the cocaine anymore.
I don't know about that.
He said he didn't. I mean, I don't know about it either.
Judging by his energy level on the sideline at those Miami games, I wouldn't rule it out.
It's 5-hour energy, brother. He loves them.
He says it's 5-hour energy.
He loves them.
And he doesn't appreciate the cocaine jokes.
Yeah, well, he's got a history there. Northwestern Stadium will debut October 2nd against Penn State. Did you know that Northwestern was opening a new football stadium?
I did. It's supposed to be like super nice too.
That's $862 million, so it ought to be nice.
It's right there on the river in Chicago, ain't it?
I kind of wish they just played on the lake in front of 1,000 people forever.
Yeah. That's kind of what their football program is, like the level they're at.
Yeah,
they
it
don't
felt
deserve,
fitting.
Yeah, they don't deserve to have a super nice stadium. They deserve to have 1,000 people in front of the lake where everybody's freezing.
LeBron James.
He's not good enough to get all three of them.
Son, Bryce James, is set to redshirt his freshman year at Arizona. Did you know that LeBron had a son on Arizona?
I did.
Yeah, Bryce, the youngest son of LeBron, is going to redshirt his freshman season. He's yet to appear in a game for the top-ranked Wildcats this season.
Yeah, it's not really that embarrassing, I guess, since they're so good. It's okay to steal a red shirt. It is a little disappointing, though, for Bryce, because I just remember when he was coming up through high school, there was real talk that he was going to be an actual, like, big-time player. Like a big-time 4-star. And, like, maybe, be not as good as LeBron, obviously, but, like, be actually, like, a lot better than Bronny and be an actual, like, contributor on a big college team. But I think I don't know if he just quit growing. It looks like that's what happened, because at one point he was a power forward. That'd be tough for your dad to be LeBron James and be like 6'9", 6'8", and you're 6'4". What are you supposed to do with that, Bryce? 6'4", 160? He used to be a tank when he was coming up. I guess he was like you, though, Cody.
I'd say we're pretty similar.
Yeah, you said you were 5'10" in fifth grade and just never grew again. Maybe that's how he was.
Yeah. Lindsey Vonn has no workout pain, and her coach says she's confident she'll race despite her ACL injury.
That's pretty badass that she is going to still ski with a torn ACL.
Not if it's going to cost us any medals, it's not.
I thought you didn't even root for America in the Olympics,
Yeah,
Bubba.
communist.
I thought you were rooting for the Czech Republic. I don't think it's going to cost the Czech Republic any medals.
It depends on whoever has the coolest uniforms, like I said.
Are you a woman picking out your March Madness bracket?
Yeah.
The coolest uniforms? Lindsey Vonn is a legend, and if she wants
sometimes you got to understand when the game passes you by. Hang up the cleats, close the locker,
the skis,
put the jersey in the bin, let it get washed.
And sometimes in the sports movie, Bubba, you got to hit your turmoil. You got to have that moment of adversity where everyone's telling you that it's not safe for you to do it, and you say, no, I'm going to do it. And you have somebody give you a little motivation and somebody to tell you they believe in you, and the montage is playing, the music's firing up, and you go out there and compete.
Yeah, remember Oscar Pistorius?
When the going gets tough, you don't quit, Bubba.
Well, I'll cheer of her on as she finishes 8th and doesn't even qualify for a bronze medal.
What would be cooler than her winning a medal with a torn ACL, though? Do you think they try to tell Olympic hero and 2-time gold medalist Kurt Angle to hang it up when they found out he had a broken freaking neck?
No, they just numb that man up with lidocaine or whatever else they got.
And they said, yeah. And he said, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win these gold medals. I'm gonna throw this guy around. I'm gonna impose my will in the most masculine way possible, which is physically dominating another person. And I'm gonna do it with a broken freaking neck. Okay?
Lindsey Vonn is not Kurt Angle.
She's a pretty good Olympian, though. And like Cody said, Oscar Pistorius didn't even have any damn legs, and he won.
And that's what he's known for.
And he killed somebody, and he's still known more for being the Blade Runner.
In other news in the NBA, the Clippers have traded James Harden to the Cavs for Darius Garland.
Did that come out just now? Like that it's official?
That was last night.
It happened last night?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew they're saying it was getting to the finish line. I guess I don't know.
It happened.
Oh, wait, no, I saw that because he said he was excited to
Garland
chase
in
us.
the second rounder, I believe.
That's right. I did see that. That was during our game. Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, big news.
Kind of wild that it's kind of crazy to me that Darius Garland was an all-star. He's young-ish still. And that they had to give up an extra pick to get old-ass James Harden. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I know it's just a
second round picks like nothing in the NBA, though.
I won't say they're nothing, but they're definitely not they're not notable.
What is the hit rate on second round players being like a star?
The thing about it is that when they do hit, it's really cool. And they're really valuable. Like Nikola Jokic was a second round pick. He got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial.
I think I was watching that draft because I vividly remember thinking, wow, that sucks for that guy who just got picked in a Taco Bell commercial.
And then he's just a fat slob when he comes to it checks out. But then he's like the best player. You're right. Like second round picks don't really matter, but to the point that the Clippers no, we're going to trade you James Harden, but we need Darius Garland.
Do a 1-for-1 swap.
And the second round pick. Cleveland's like, really? He's like, yep, not going to do it unless you give us a second round pick. He says excited to chase his first title, which, James Harden is as bad of a choker as it comes in his playoff history. But I will say, getting to the East this year, not the worst idea. His chances of winning a championship did go up pretty high.
He's a bum.
He is a bum, but
always been a bum, always will be a bum.
Real quick,
tried to ruin the damn game.
On this day in history, 1974, Patty Hearst kidnapped by the Symbionese Liberation Army.
I'm not familiar with that story.
Oh, you're not familiar about the Hearst kidnapping, the newspaper people?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they beat the hell out of her fiance and tied him up, and then kidnapped her. She was again the granddaughter of a newspaper man.
What'd they do that for? Like a ransom situation?
They were holding her as a prisoner of war.
Mm.
And then they said they want $70. Their demand, their ransom note said they wanted $70 in foodstuffs given to every needy person from Santa Rosa to Los Angeles. They said if they gave money to all the poor, some food money to all the poor, they would release her.
What happened?
Randolph Hearst hesitantly gave away some $2 million worth of food.
Oh, when you say Hearst, you talking like the Hearst Castle in California? Like that Hearst family?
Hearst.
H-E what?
Hearst.
Yeah, I mean the Hearst Castle's right there on the Pacific Coast Ocean.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley?
No, it's not him.
So he gave away $2 million worth of food. The Army came back and said, that ain't good enough. We want $6 million more. And then they said, okay, we will do it if you give us the girl back. In April, however, the situation changed dramatically when a surveillance camera took a photo of Hearst participating in an armed robbery. So she helped armed rob a San Francisco bank and another Los Angeles store. And then she sent a tape later declaring that she had joined the Army on her own free will. Huh. How about that?
I'm familiar with this story.
Yeah.
But when you say Hearst, that does trigger because I know there's a castle that I wonder if that must be the same family. pretty well off, I'd say.
She got sentenced to 7 years in prison.
Anything else happen?
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, Facebook launched in 2004.
Ah, yes, Mark Zuckerberg.
Disney releases Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs back in 1938. Rosa Parks was born in 1913. Tony Dungy became the first black head coach to win a Super Bowl. The first U.S. helicopter got shot down in Vietnam. The Sims launches. How about that? The Sims and Facebook on the same day.
I figured there'd be something about a Super Bowl.
Well, there was.
Oh, what was it?
I just told you, Tony Dungy became the first black head coach to ever win a Super Bowl.
Oh, yes.
Kind of a jam-packed this day in history. All right, we'll play some overrated, underrated coming up next. Stick with us.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the VOLS or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Hey, VOLS fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go VOLS.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Overrated. Very overrated.
It's overrated.
Overrated, my friend.
Overrated. I'm going to tell you why.
I think that's a solid rated right there. It's perfect rated.
He underrated, man. He got some swag. He has some real swag.
Lobsters are underrated. They don't die.
Well. We've survived a blizzard. We've survived all these lying, cheating animals that they use and parade around to determine spring or winter. I mean, come on, New York gets 4 of them. You got to pick one and go with it. You can't have 4 choices. Anyways, it's overrated, underrated on this, as Cody mentioned, dreary looking cold warming up day in February, the 4th. Gentlemen, I ask you something that goes all the way back a little bit. The Hollywood Walk of Fame, is that overrated or underrated?
Well, I got to say it's probably pretty overrated just to have your name on a sidewalk. I mean, to have a career in film and television and all the accomplishments that come with that, to ultimately be enshrined to just having a square concrete block on a sidewalk in Hollywood. It's probably got human feces on it, and if not that, at least a lot of bird feces on it. And it probably gets defaced, and it's probably got some graffiti. How special is it, really? I mean, I guess it's cool to say that your name is one of the names there, but I'd say it's a little overrated. I'd say there's a lot cooler things about being a celebrity than having a star on the Walk of Fame.
I don't know, man. They get pretty choked up when they get their star on the Walk of Fame. My girl Rachel McAdams is crying when she got it. It's a lifetime achievement award of sorts, and you get it a lot younger. You don't have to wait till you're 70 before they give you the lifetime achievement award. I think it's a pretty big accolade. It's kind of like getting a statue as an athlete, except they don't really put too many statues out for people that are still, kind of not necessarily in their prime always per se, but still pretty young. Like I said, just looking at Rachel McAdams, she's the last one that got it. She's only like in her 40s, and to get that honor, pretty cool. A who's who?
Yeah.
How many of them are there? Do we know? How many would you guess?
Thousands.
You'd guess what, though? 1,000? Like, what would be your number guess?
I would say thousands. I mean, because it spans several blocks, and like it's not just down like one stretch of Hollywood Boulevard. It's all over the place there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, do you have
I'd say a couple thousand. I don't know the exact number.
Yeah.
What is the number? You have the number?
They're saying around the Wikipedia says as of November 2025. Wait, hold on. This one says, okay, as of January 28th, 2026. So this is a little bit more of a accurate number. 2,834.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Apparently Rachel McAdams was number 2,833.
Is it too big of a club?
I don't know, Mets. When you think about everybody in entertainment over the history of time, it probably is. You're probably right. It probably is too big of a club. Should you start digging people up?
Like, I think we should eliminate a couple every year.
Yeah, this person's star. Like, if we're going to put somebody in, we got to take somebody out. We want just the A-listers. Like, it's kind of crazy to me that Alan Cumming got one along the same time as Rachel McAdams. I love Alan Cumming. He's great in The Traitors as the host of that, and maybe his work the back half of his career from The Traitors will make him worthy of being that. But before then, he was just kind of a star in, like, live theater. Like, I mean, he's in a couple movies, but nothing really.
They gave one to the Alvin and the Chipmunks. What are we doing?
Well, those guys. Well, hold on.
They're not even real.
Hold on.
Those are legends.
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks. They deserve one.
There are some fake names on there, some fictitious characters.
Like Marge Simpson has one too, right?
Yeah, it used to be. I feel like it used to be more prestigious. It was reserved for the Bogarts of the world. I mean, Marlon Brando. Charles Bronson, but now, I mean, everybody's got a star now.
Batman.
Right?
Batman deserves one. Batman's an icon. What are you saying? Batman isn't worthy of being immortalized?
Marilyn Monroe.
What are your thoughts on people just walking all over you?
Now, that's a good question. I always think about that when I go to the Regal Cinema in Turkey Creek. I don't know when the last time you've been there, if you've paid attention to it, but they got those movies that have like debuted there, and they've had the
right
premiere
out front.
For it.
Yep.
Yeah, like if the celebrities came there for it and stuff, they put them something down on the ground to immortalize it.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Real Steel. I think Hugh Jackman's on there as well. Dane Cook and Good Luck Chuck, I think, is on there. But like, I get a little weird about walking over those too. I don't like walking over them either.
It's like when you're at a cemetery, they say you shouldn't walk right over where the people are buried, you know?
Sure.
You should walk like toward the end where the feet are.
Sure.
Does it really matter? I don't know. I mean, they're 6 feet under there.
I think it's a thing of respect.
Yeah, but if you accidentally step into the wrong place, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, they mow those places, you know, guys driving a lawnmower over dead bodies all day.
Yeah, but they do so respectfully.
Do they?
Well, they mow over it to keep it looking good. If they didn't mow over it, it'd look like a damn jungle. They have to do it. You don't have to walk over it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying if they're driving a lawnmower over there, I mean, does it really matter?
Again, respectful.
Sabu's got one.
The wrestler?
Yeah.
A star on the Walk of Fame?
Nope, I lied.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Like, why? I mean,
he wasn't even that big. I mean, he was big in ECW.
This is Sabu Dastajir.
See, this is where you boys, let this be a lesson. Not you, Bubba, because I know you just kind of, you corrected yourself. But the Google AI says 7 fictitious characters have a Walk of Star, but the actual number is 20. I don't know why the hell the AI is trying to tell you 7. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Now, are Alvin and the Chipmunks in the top 20 of fictitious characters that should have a star?
That is a completely fair question. They got
I get it if SpongeBob's got one.
Yeah, but see, SpongeBob, so far, SpongeBob hasn't had the staying power. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
What?
Well, I'm just saying, Alvin and the Chipmunks got their star on their 60th anniversary. They'd been in the game for 6 damn decades.
Tom and Jerry.
They deserve to be in there.
They should have a star. Batman, Superman, Spider-Man got a star.
It doesn't look like Tom and Jerry are in there.
Oh, they should be.
Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess some of the 20?
The animated characters?
They're not all animated. Most of them are, but they're not all animated.
Are the Avengers? Do they have a star?
As a group, no. Batman appears to be the only superhero with one. Superman didn't make it in, nor should he, because he sucks.
Whoa. What about Robin? Robin didn't get a star?
Of course, Robin ain't getting no damn star.
Well, Batman did.
Well, Batman's got a long line of very successful movies, too.
What's Batman without his sidekick?
Completely fine.
The Penguin got one?
No more people from superhero universes have one.
Simon and Garfunkel, I know they have one star together.
I think those are real people, aren't they?
Yeah, Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel.
Right. So that's not fictitious characters. I'm looking for fictional characters.
You said Bart Simpson.
All right, you suck at this.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, again, another real person. Sam, do you have any guesses?
How's SpongeBob not got one?
Not really.
Ain't been in the game. I would say ain't been in the game long enough, but Shrek has one. Why the hell does Shrek have one?
Okay, Shrek's got a star. Come on. Buzz Lightyear?
No.
Woody? They don't have stars?
No. Woody the Woodpecker does.
Elmer Fudd?
No. I'm just going to give you the list.
Tom and Jerry should have a star.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. Batman. Big Bird. Bugs Bunny. Donald Duck.
Okay.
Kermit. Godzilla. Pee Wee Herman.
King Kong.
Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse. The Munchkins. The Munchkins got one? The largest group of individuals represented by a single star. You might need that for a trivia question at some point. Goes to the Munchkins. They got in. The Muppets. Winnie the Pooh. The Rugrats. Okay. Shrek. The Simpsons. Snoopy. Snow White. Tinkerbell. Woody the Woodpecker. All right, Bubba. Next topic, please.
Well, we've had a lot of weather here recently. So, weathermen, are they overrated or underrated? And weather women.
I call them meteorologists.
Meteorologists.
Bubba.
I think they're pretty overrated in today's landscape.
What's it to you, weather boy?
They used to be more important because people watch the evening news to get their weather, and some people still do. Older people still watch. I know my mom and stepdad, they watch the local news and get their weather from there. But really, you can just get it all on your phone now. You know, everybody's got the weather app you just go to. You don't really – it's not really a necessity anymore.
Being a weatherman's so cool, though. I feel like it carries some prestige around town.
I was going to say from the angle of being a weatherman, I feel like it's a pretty good gig. Like,
well, it
like
is, but you also get yelled at a lot. People don't believe in you.
But then you just say, hey, I'm not God.
That's what the radar said. Yeah, there's subject to change. But also keep in mind that the weatherman gets to come in whenever there's storms coming, and sometimes that takes people's favorite shows off. They get knocked off the TV to show the weather updates, the storm reports, and everyone's like, get this guy off the TV. I don't care. I want to watch to see who gets voted off as Survivor. I want to see who's getting ready to get sent home.
Yeah.
Get the weatherman off the TV. If I die, die. Or I don't even live in this area.
Is there a job out there that you can be consistently more wrong at and still keep it, though?
Punxsutawney Phil. Punxsutawney Phil, I told you, 37% accuracy, and he gets talked about once a year as if he's a god.
A sports radio takesman.
There is no real accountability that gets held to the prognosticators.
I used to think it was cool when a weather person had a name that was weather-related. Like here, there used to be a guy named Ken Weathers. Great name for a weatherman.
He was born. He was preordained to be a weatherman.
In Nashville, there's a girl named Danielle Breezy. Great weather name.
Tornado Tommy.
I don't know if that's a real person.
Totally made up.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, like if you have the name of a weather-related name, that's pretty cool. It's like Destiny, like you said. But I'd say pretty overrated in terms of necessity these days.
Destiny Storm. That'd be a cool weather woman name.
Yeah.
I feel like it carries some cachet, though, but like Cody said, a lot less than it used to whenever you were people's source for what the weather was going to they can just ask Alexa, hey, Alexa, what's the weather going to be?
Currently in Knoxville, it is 38 degrees.
I bet there's so many people listening that their Alexa just got triggered by me saying,
Probably.
Hey, Alexa, call Mom. Oh, damn it, John.
Tonight's forecast, dark.
That is true. I got a pretty good idea it's going to be cold tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just really the only time you really need it is in those transitional months, like October, March. Do I need the jacket? Do I need the hoodie?
You need them when there's something unique coming. Not so much carry a jacket in your car. Who cares? Who gives a damn? You need to know when a tornado's coming, and you need to know when like a snowstorm's coming.
Well, yeah,
that's when you need it.
Yeah, but
I could go my life without checking the weather any other time. Just if you promise you'd let me know when there was going to be like a tornado or a snowstorm or something. It's December. I better dress warm. Hey, it's March. I can maybe get by with some shorts, but I should probably put jeans and a light jacket on just in case.
Yeah, we know we're in coat season right now.
Yeah.
You know in July you're probably going to be all right in shorts and a t-shirt.
Exactly. Oh, rain? Okay, I'll deal with it like I always do.
Umbrella.
Yeah, I'm not going to carry an umbrella or a rain jacket. I'll sit in my car if it's raining too much.
You don't carry an umbrella?
Not typically.
I have an umbrella and a rain jacket.
If I'm going somewhere and it's raining, I either wait for it to stop raining or I sit in my car or I just deal with it and get wet.
Sam, you got an umbrella?
I have a rain jacket, not an umbrella.
You keep it in your car
is an umbrella like Diet
A rain
Coke?
jacket?
Yeah.
No.
So you probably need to check the weather then to know if you should pack it or not. When you live life like me, I don't need a rain jacket or an umbrella. Just run in, bro. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Really, your shoes matter more than anything because when you get those big rain puddles on the ground, you don't want to you need the proper shoes so that you don't get your socks all wet.
Well, yeah, I'm an adult, so I don't run around in flip-flops. I just kind of...
Well, even with tennis shoes, I'm saying, like, if you wear boots, you don't have that problem if you got some good, like, waterproof boots.
You're not going to wear waterproof boots in the summer, though, when it's raining. You're not going to come out in shorts and waterproof boots.
People wear boots in the summer.
Not if they're wearing shorts.
Some people do.
Huh?
I mean,
not
some
really.
People do.
Invention time. Like some like slip-ons that you put on your shoes that, repel water, and then you can just like peel them off. Boom.
Just tie some trash bags to your feet, I
Yeah,
guess.
but you lose traction with those.
You would, yeah.
These
Significant
are
amount.
more rubber, so you got that little grip. But boom, problem solved. Up next,
Yeah, good to have rubbers on hand.
everybody gets them every year. So hopefully Birthday cards. Are they overrated or underrated?
Very overrated. Just give me the money.
That's sad.
I mean, if you're giving me money, I don't need it to be in a card.
That's sad.
That Hallmark printed with some cute message. Either write me a card yourself. If you want me to have a loving message, write it yourself and put the money inside the little notepad.
People do write the message inside the birthday cards. That's a big part of the birthday card.
It says, "We love you, Grandma." That's all it says. It's
somebody-
got some heartfelt
Maybe your grandma doesn't think much about you, so she didn't write anything super nice about you. But if your grandma wrote a long paragraph,
My grandmother loves me.
well, then maybe she should write something for him. That Cody, you are the light of my life. I love you. You've made me so proud.
Yeah, but why do you need to pay Hallmark $8 for the card?
What is she going to do?
When
Send you just a blank piece of paper?
A piece of paper?
Send you a piece of paper?
I mean, they're charging out the ass these days for these
Most
cards.
people can afford a $3 card.
Pardon
Here
my
I am
language.
showing my love for you with this piece of printer paper.
Yeah, pardon my language, but they're charging out the ass for these cards.
The card shows that they care.
And you get a free envelope when you buy the
Put
card.
the cash in the envelope.
See, that's it. He just wants cash. He just
Put
opens
the
it.
cash.
He's like the poor little
Give me
kid
my
that just
money.
he opens up the card and see if any money falls out. And if not, he just throws it away.
No, I keep all my cards, actually.
Now, I don't do it every year. But every now and then when you write somebody something real sweet on there, like my mom cried one time. I wrote her a nice card and she cried. I was like, talking about how good it was.
I used to hand make my mom cards.
I was never very good
I
at
used
that.
to color on them and make a whole happy birthday, Mom. I love you very much. I'd draw a little house with me and her there holding hands.
Is there a real life purpose for construction paper? Or is that just basically arts and crafts? Like
it's for kids.
Do people in construction use construction paper for stuff?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's not.
I used to hate that thick ass paper and have the scissors could barely cut it sometimes. I hated that.
You had some dull scissors.
Yeah.
Dull scissors. There's like glue stuck in the middle of the blades from all the other kids that just don't know how to use scissors or glue.
I just ran around too much for them to give me sharp scissors. Yeah. Sometimes I just try to rip it real closely instead of cutting it, just try to rip it.
Everyone in your class would like fight over 2 pairs of scissors that were actually good, but you have like 25 pairs.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss doing arts and crafts. That's something you don't do as an adult, really.
That's not true. People like crocheting and knitting and doing that type of stuff. That's arts and craft. People do that all the time. People make stuff. We just don't do it.
Yeah, because we're men.
No, we just ain't got the gumption about us. Plenty of men go out and go do some woodworking. And
We
build
should
some
have
stuff.
an assignment every day on the show where we have to complete a
manly task.
A picture. You have to draw a picture.
Should we make like a fan run coloring book?
Yeah. Coloring books are fun. Now, I will say, if you drop acid, that's a good time to color.
Well, one of the craziest things, and I found it so peaceful. I found it so cool. I brought my girls some Christmas gifts when I went down to Georgia to visit them. Since I hadn't seen them in a while, I like to bring gifts for them. I usually only see them for like their birthdays and Christmas too. But there's these coloring books that are watercolored, but like you just get one like magic marker. Basically, you put water in it, and then the youngest was able to color on it. And as she like presses down and activates it, it colors itself with the way that it's designed, which I found to be so cool.
Wow.
So like you're coloring there, you just got the one marker, but you're hitting it at some point. It's red. Oh, it's a red dress. Then you go over here. Oh wow, green grass. And like she's just so peacefully just coloring along, and it's just painting beautiful pictures. It's like, man, that looks like something I would actually want to do.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Does that take away some of the young kids' creative freedom
Yeah,
of
she's
wanting to
the older
make their own
sister.
colors?
She's young. The older sister, she has a real one.
There we go.
With her own colors, and she's good at it too. But like for this one, she's a little too young to really
I mean, that is a cool idea.
to do a good job with it. But just kind of train them.
Kind of a surprise when you see a different thing
Yeah.
turn into a different
Colors
color.
outside the lines.
Well, I just don't think she has grasped like A, the lines, but B, like, oh, the grass is supposed to be green. Like, and like it just kind of teaches
She
you.
needs
trains
to
you.
learn that.
Right.
That's very important to know.
Well, that's part of the reason. Yeah. Like we got that. And it was pretty peaceful.
I
to
do
watch.
miss watercolors.
Adults do that too, though. I've seen some people like on iPads, you can do like those coloring apps.
Oh, yeah.
But you're basically just pointing at it and it colors it in for you.
No,
But I found
no,
that to be peaceful too.
You lose me at the digital. No, you got to color if you're going to color. You got to do it with your hands. That's the
Yeah.
whole joy of it.
Yeah, probably.
Painting. I'd love to get into painting. That'd be.
It's not hard, bro.
Feeling the stroke of the brush, you
Yeah.
know, and creating.
Just go to
something.
Lowe's.
Not that kind of painting. I mean,
Just
paint
go hang
them.
outside the Home Depot.
I mean, all you gotta do is go to like a Home Goods,
Yeah.
buy a couple canvases,
You might get-
a few brushes.
You can actually get paid.
Yeah, if you just stand outside the Home Depot, somebody might come hire you.
Go work for Sherwin-Williams. No, I'm talking about painting pictures.
Last call on the other side. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Last call here on the program. Bubba, what did we miss so far today?
We have missed. Wait for it. IndyCar talking with the White House over a race in the streets of D.C. Yet another day with a racing headline. The streak continues.
Did you see that DC is building its own spear, kind of like the one in Vegas?
Like with a point on it?
Will they have a star on it?
Were you trying to say sphere?
A sphere. Yeah, they're building a sphere. Like the one in Vegas, you know, the little ball that they do concerts in and stuff.
That traffic in D.C. is horrible.
Well, I was just thinking about that. Like, I feel like if I lived in D.C., I'd be like, stop putting stuff here. We don't want NASCAR here. We have enough traffic. Like, I mean, this is miserable as it is already.
D.C.'s rough, man. Like, in D.C., that traffic, like, it's one thing when they did it in Nashville. That's bad enough. But a place like D.C., I mean, the rerouting you'd have to do, man, that sounds miserable. You ever been to D.C.?
Just through it on the way to Baltimore.
Did you go through the actual D.C. or just on the interstate?
I could see it on the interstate, yeah. But I didn't
saw the Washington Monument?
No, I don't know if I saw the Washington Monument or not.
It's the tallest thing there.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw it or not.
D.C. was modeled after Paris as to not have any buildings taller than the Washington Monument. That's how Paris did with the Eiffel Tower, you know.
What about revolutions?
What? You're talking about just like the French Revolution and the American Revolution?
Yeah.
Is that the joke? We didn't fight the American Revolution in D.C.
No, but like there was a revolution that happened
Yeah.
in D.C.
And like Boston.
You talking about the Capitol storming?
Yeah.
Oh. You know, I would be in favor of the guillotine from time to time. That is something that the French people got right. Guillotine's pretty cool.
Where you just chop a guy's head off?
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that would deter the next guy from maybe doing what that guy did. You know?
Yeah.
They say that's a thing you should bring back. Maybe public executions, stuff like that. Might cut down on some of that crime. But I don't, who knows? They probably call that inhumane in today's landscape. I don't know. Bless you.
What else do we miss, Bubba?
We have the SEC and ESPN announcing their TV schedule for baseball.
Okay. There's been some rumblings that baseball might be moving back. I don't know if you saw that. I saw Kendall Rogers talking about it, that in college baseball circles, they are talking about not starting the season until March. First weekend of March, which, I mean, I don't have any excitement in going to Lindsey Nelson Stadium next week when it's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm okay with that. I feel like baseball should be played in warm weather.
I don't know if that means that they would knock out some series and eliminate some games, or if they would just press it back. And because I will say on the flip side, like it was pretty damn hot in Omaha at the end of June.
Well,
I don't know if I want to be in Omaha in the middle of July or end of July. Maybe it's not that big of a difference. Maybe hot is just hot. I don't know, but that seems pretty tough to move it back.
Baseball's a spring and summer sport. It always feels weird to me when it's cold and baseball's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Sam, you're talking about what, Carson Newman playing in snow? Is it Carson Newman?
Yeah, when it was snowing here, last week, Carson Newman was playing a game in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Well, let's think the benefit to that too would be on the sports calendar when the roughest months for us talking sports are what, July and August, right? So like if you got to a point where baseball could get you into July, like maybe that'd be good for us.
Sure.
Have something to talk about. Wouldn't
Sure.
have to power rank Lay's chips flavors.
They should bring back power rankings tomorrow. A little Thursday power rankings. Yeah, Kendall Rogers said that there is a great deal of confidence that the number of fall games will increase from 2 to 4, and that also that they are in the discussion changes but have momentum that college baseball will move to the first weekend of March. But on that, he says still a very long way to go. But it is something that has been re-energized by Clemson head coach Eric Bakich behind the scenes. So something to keep an eye on there. What's up, Bubba?
What's up, John?
What else you got for me?
Just the fact that the Jets are hiring former Colts head coach, Panthers guy Frank Reich as the OC. So they're doing themselves for yet another year.
Okay.
We have Florida State revealing that they have $437 million in athletics-related debt for the 2025 fiscal year. Couldn't be us at UT.
I would like to know how that works if you have that big a debt. Like, are you still having to pay the players just take on more debts? Are they talking about getting rid of sports, or some sports? Or are they just like, this is just an accounting thing. We'll work it out. We'll get this figured out. We'll have a booster swoop in, give us some money. Everything's going to be fine.
You mentioned Tony Dungy. Well, NBC is doing their Super Bowl pregame show from Alcatraz with Jack Collinsworth, Tony Dungy, and Rodney Harrison.
Wait, they're doing what at Alcatraz?
They're doing a pregame Super Bowl show from Alcatraz.
Is that real?
Who's doing this?
I don't know.
Are you just getting duped by the internet? Because
I hope so.
That one feels like it's not real.
I thought I saw a headline a few days ago, not saying that it was officially announced, but there's going to be some sort of pregame there.
NBC to broadcast Super Bowl 60 pregame from Alcatraz Island. So
interesting.
That's
beautiful backdrop there. If they get the angle right, you can see the Golden Gate Bridge.
That seems crazy.
See some guys swimming in the water.
And the game's not even in San Francisco. It's in Santa Clara, which same area, but
segments will offer a look at the history of the island and never before seen views of the former maximum security federal prison.
I know 49ers fans complain about that a lot. They need to move it back to Candlestick like the old days.
Well, I saw now there's pushing back because Stanford's trying to claim the Bay. I saw Andrew Luck doing a press conference talking about the Bay. I feel like Stanford is about as far theologically from the Bay as you can get, from the culture. This we got to draw a line somewhere.
Yeah, that's down there with all the tech bros and Palo Alto.
But apparently this broadcast will be done in collaboration with the National Park Service. So the National Park Service, the Golden Gate National Parks Conservancy, and the Alcatraz City Cruises will all collab to do this. Apparently the island draws over 1 million visitors each year, so
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm into that. I think that's a cool backdrop, and if they show some things inside the prison, I could get on board with it.
We should power rank best places to poop your pants in public tomorrow.
Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
Phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait. Attention on the road, that's the only way. Phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.